Everybody. Blessings to everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're feeling good. Get yourself some water. Get yourself some fruit. Get up, man. But before you do anything, man, just thank God for another day. You know what I mean? Before you get up and do anything, you know what I mean? Give God praise for giving you the activity of your limbs to see another day. You know, do that first. And then do the other, man. Do that first. You dig? Tell God thank you. Lord, I'm so grateful, you know what I mean, that you was merciful to allow me to see another day. Tell him that. And while you giving God praise for another day, man, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button, people. Good morning, man. You know what I mean? Houston, man. Matter of fact, damn. I beat a guy from Houston earlier, man. But yeah, shout out to Texas, man. Knowledge Search, man. What's happening? Yeah, Alabama. What's happening with you, man? Tony, my death row security is here now. Come on, man. 70 likes, 70 people, 25 likes, man. Come on, man. Get that up. Blessings to the game. That's right. I love it when y'all do that. My enemies hate that. People that dislike me, they hate that. I don't give a fuck if it's just $5, $10, man. They hate it when y'all say, blessings to the game, glory to the game. I sent this to your DM. Glad you're going to speak on this. I got it from you. I got it. Yeah, I got it from you. At least I think I got it from you. Only like 3 people got in my DM and spoke on it, but that ain't the only topic we gonna speak on. And plus, y'all get to call in and ask whatever you want to ask, or speak on whatever you desire to speak on, man. Man, I love it when y'all do. Glory to the game, man. Glory to the game, man. Man, appreciate the 5. My enemies hate that shit. I told y'all, it don't even matter if it's $1, $2, and everything. A whole bunch of ones beat a whole bunch of nuns any day, man. Yeah, glory to the game, man. Yeah. Man, they hate that shit. I'm going to tell you why they hate that shit. Because they don't like the fact that they have criticized, they have tried to minimize, they have told many lies. You understand me? But every time I go live, you understand me? I'm still touching lives. I know that really. I might even put that in my story. When one of the YouTube family members said they was getting ready to commit suicide, but the confidence video. Man, appreciate that, Lisa. Good looking, baby. Yeah, I like that. Appreciate all the ladies, man, coming in with it. Highly exalted game you have, my brother. Man, all praise to the game. No goodness of my own. We exalt the game. We magnify God, and we appreciative for the game. We don't glorify creatures. We glorify the Creator. And we're grateful for the game because it's the game that enabled us. Man, glory to the game, man. Appreciate that 5, bro. Glory to the game. One of these days I'm gonna go live, man. I'm gonna have thousands of people, man, just in the comment section. Glory to the game, glory to the I'm gonna speak that into existence. Blessings, Pete, man. Appreciate that, bro. Man. Good looking. Ant coming in with the 10. Man, glory to the game. For real, watch what I tell you. Glory to the game. That's gonna have my haters so upset. Glory to the game. Glory to the game. Brian, appreciate that, man. Glory to the game. Glory to the game. Glory to the game, man. Right. Glory be to the truth, right? Which is this game. Mike, appreciate the 5, man. Good looking. Some of y'all want to meet, man. Somebody hit me with the Cash App. Kayla, man, I appreciate the glory to the game from ATL. Glory to the game. Blessings. May the game resonate with all whom it's supposed to. Man, appreciate that. Glory to the game. But see, when we say glory to the game, let me give understanding. We're saying, you know what I mean, man, it's because of the information that we're able to do that which we do and do what we're going to do. You know, God said in his word, you know, the scripture says you shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free. So before you become free, you know what I mean? You shall know the truth. That means the knowledge got to come first. So it's your knowledge that save you. You know, the game ain't nothing but, you know, an urban word, or you might want to say a ghetto word, you know what I mean, for knowledge and wisdom. It's the know-how. It's the outstanding understanding. It's uncommon information. So when we say glory to the game, we're not exalting the representation. We're exalting, you understand me, the information that we live by, that we're governed by, that we're inspired by. You know? That Vic, appreciate that. You're right, for the game. Oh man. Listen, just remember we started here on YouTube. But remember I told you that it's gonna come a day. You know what I mean? Not all of you, because some of y'all just comfortable watching, you know, in the comfort of your home, and that's good. But remember that sin told you that in the future, man, some of y'all gonna actually come, you know what I mean, to the place basically that's going to be appointed for us to come to. Seeing you're going to start a church, I'm not calling it a church. It's just going to be a meeting area for all those that want to congregate and fellowship in the game. Rayvon, appreciate, man, that 5. We going to come on one accord to fellowship. And just like apostles and bishops appoint ministers, you know what I mean? When I see somebody living accordingly, I see their lifestyle is on one accord with the game. And when I say on one accord with the game, I'm not even saying actively participating in the game, you know, as far as the lifestyle of pimping and hoeing. I'm telling you that the game is bigger than the lifestyle of pimping and hoeing. When I say that the game is working in your life, meaning that this information, you've been applying it to your life. Because this game, like I keep saying, is so impeccable that it's applicable to anything that you desire to do in life. You know? So just imagine, just like a pastor appointed ministers, you know what I mean? You come to certain, you know what I mean, gatherings, certain fellowships, and I allow, you know, people that I've appointed, you know what I mean, to speak, because we got people that's knowledgeable about things the sinful is not knowledgeable about. You know, we got people that got degrees in certain fields that need to enlighten the youth, you know? So just imagine people just coming on one accord, fellowshipping about the game, you know? From all walks of life. Man, appreciate that too, man. Game of wisdom has no age limit. You ain't never lied. Glory to the game. Let me see, save this video. Glory to the... Oh, man, let me tell you guys. So, on yesterday, I gave the women a very encouraging, empowering video pertaining to loving themselves. And do you know that video didn't stay up 30 minutes? YouTube took that video down and said it was contrary to, you know, the guidelines. Now, within the video, of course, you know, I'm always encouraging my people. I encourage all women, but I'm always loving my women, my people, you know? And so I took out time within that video to also show love, you know, to the black woman by giving her the truth, or to the black female that professes to be the black woman by giving her the truth. And then that video didn't even last a whole damn hour. But if they don't repost that video, what I do is, even though they're not allowing me to download it, they're still allowing me to screen record it. So what I end up doing, if they don't grant my appeal, I just repost it on my Patreon, man. You know? But it's amazing with a lot of the things that's on YouTube, people dissing mamas, people dissing the dead, you know what I mean? People, I'm not gonna say certain names of songs, you know what I mean? But I done seen all type of shit on YouTube. Do you not understand? I done been on YouTube and seen motherfuckers. I'm like, whoa. I was amazed that this was on YouTube. I'm like, whoa. She giving head? Whoa. And I just can't understand how videos like that make it and have over 100, 200,000 of views. I remember when King Von got killed, they do you know how many videos is on YouTube showing Von's autopsy pictures? Showing Von cut all open? That's all on YouTube. So I just don't understand how, my shit didn't make it. You took mine off, but that type of shit is on there. I didn't say anything, anybody that know, I didn't say anything disrespectful to black women, glorifying the game from on high. Yee! Tremendous, man, coming in with the 5, man. Glory to the game. Glory to the game. I might even bring that back. I used to have that on Facebook, man, glorifying the game. Then, of course, on YouTube, I had the game from on high. And just to let y'all know, matter of fact, let me be quiet, man, because niggas always stealing my shit. People be talking about people stealing people's drips and all of that, man. My wordplay is all over y'all favorite rappers, then took my, they wasn't as big, as they are now, but I can't be mad at them. When people hear the pimping, they be like, man, say that again. Peaceful, man, appreciate the 10. They be like, peace, hold on, what'd he say? Seriously. Keisha, I don't even know if it was Keisha. Sin is not a liar. I know that Keisha is a foul individual, but I don't want to put everything on Keisha. I don't think Keisha did that. Really, I don't. I wouldn't be surprised if she did, but for some reason, I don't think she did that. Hold on. Let me see. No, I'm so serious, man. Like when my little brothers be using my shit, it don't matter because those are my little brothers. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you see somebody as your big brother or that's your big brother, you know what I mean, in the game. Of course, if you keep listening to me, you know what I mean, even if you create your own, it still will have my, flavor from it. Some of my young P partners, they took my shit and just put their flavor in it. You know what I mean? Just so basically, it could have some of their That's why I couldn't even understand when the husband was even speaking against me and the husband was using my wordplay. It didn't make no sense. You talking about you hate me, you calling me a pedophile, and you using my wordplay? Like, come on, man, stop it. Trying to talk like this pimping. Blessings, man. Blessings to you. Boxing fanatic. What's happening, man? Hold on, let me make sure I got everybody. Yeah, that inspire you to do that. Delicious, what's happening? Come on, man. It's 230 people in here. Can we get them likes up? I appreciate everybody listening this early in the morning, but I need for you to hit that like button. Yeah, man, hit that like button. Let's get them likes up. Let's make the likes look like, the viewers, man. YouTube don't push my content like that. Everybody knows Sin be talking about pimping and horn. I talk about other subjects, but we mainly know that Sin be talking about the game. And even when he ain't talking about the game, it's still game from the game that's being given in other lanes. So, I need you guys to hit that like button, to get the notifications out there. So blessings to everybody, man, that's hit the like button is going to hit it, Get them, No. Everybody been saying hit that like button. If a person say hit that like button, that's not stealing from Sin. Niggas was saying hit that like button. You understand me? Before Sin came on YouTube. Nah, he didn't get that from me. You know what I mean? Nah, he didn't get that from me. But giving clarity and showing charity, you know what I mean? That's me. You know what I mean? Museum of game, that's me. That's all my shit. The whole world is an ATM machine and the PIN number is GAME. That's sin. All that shit is my intellectual. That's me. I've been saying that for years. You know what I mean? That's my shit. You know, when you see people, I don't say nothing. You know, people you gotta mentally respond and not emotionally react. You gotta you know what I'm saying? When you a Harvard University pimp, you know what I mean, and not a community college nigga, that's all sin shit. Mental safari and all of that, that's all sin shit. You know? Just like when you see guys talking about, now I might be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but Freeze was like the first motherfucker that I heard put some love in your body. Freeze was the one talking about some $5 holler. Freeze was the one talking about Freeze was actually the first P that I've ever heard many years ago before we was even on YouTube and all that. Freeze always used to ask bitches like, can you afford a pimp? You know what I mean? That was the first P that I ever even heard say, can you afford a pimp? You know what I mean? Freeze was the one saying, I got an all-you-can-hear buffet. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got an all-you-can-hear buffet anytime you want it, baby. You know what I'm saying? That was Freeze. That's Freeze wordplay. Freeze is the smallest gesture speaks the loudest volumes about someone's character. That's Freeze. You know? We should do a podcast. In the future, man. You know, that's good. Yeah. How many want to see me and Freeze debate? Freeze is one of the few motherfuckers that's actually got into a roasting with me, debate with me, and we still brothers still to this day. Cause man, I done got into debates and roastings with niggas, man, and we don't even talk no more. You know, I done sat up there and got some of your so-called legendary P's in their feelings, man. So, you know, salute the Freeze for having tough skin. But yeah, man, let me say this, man. Let's speak on different topics. If y'all want me to do that, pertaining to the father and son issue, you know, because I see this father and son issue just all around, like Brian McKnight's son trying to expose him. Brian McKnight Jr., he trying to basically sit up there and go in on his dad, you know what I mean, and say that his dad wasn't taking care of him. And then his other kids too, you know what I mean, even though he been paying child support all their lives. And not just that, it wasn't like he wasn't around. He was around. But when you traveling and you going to different countries and, you know what I'm saying, you're an R&B singer, living the R&B life. And that's what happened. So, you know what I mean, you got Brian with his situation, you know, with his children. And then you got Kurt Franklin and his son. You know what I mean? His son. Like, what's up with these niggas? What's up with you bitch ass niggas trying to expose your father? Y'all niggas different. You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't see that feminine spirit. You don't see that bitch ass spirit trying to creep in. What type of nigga run to the internet, you know what I mean, and just be like, I'm exposing my daddy? What type of nigga is that? What type of nigga will write a tell-all book about his daddy? What type of niggas is these, man? Man, I'm afraid for the world, man. Any fine ass women, man, just want to man, please, I'm speaking to all the ladies anywhere and everywhere. Hey, man, you know, let's just go somewhere and get away from these niggas. You know, all the beautiful hoes that's hitting licks left and right. You know, let's just go to a country. Let's just go somewhere. Let's just make our own space. Get away from these guys. These people different. You know, I'm exposed my daddy. Good morning, blessings to the game. Today is my 27th birthday. Thank you for going live. Hit that. Oh man, If I had my voice, I'd be up in here, man. They like, see, you been saying that for the longest, man. When I tell you, listen, I be trying to sing some of my falsetto and hit some of my notes, and it just don't be coming out right. You know what I mean? Throat been messed up for a minute. Appreciate that, Jess. Appreciate that. Good looking. Glory to the game. Yeah, like, what type of nigga do that? What type of nigga try to expose his daddy? What type of nigga say, you been taking care of me all my life? You know what I mean? You paid my rent for, I think, Brian, that's what Brian McKnight, with all his kids, or at least all his older ones, 2 of his sons, he got them a nice little place in a nice area and paid their rent for 2 years. I ain't never had nobody look out for me. Oh man, this nigga Punchy man must be like, this nigga Punchy must be over there like 30 deep. Punchy at least got to be 30 toes deep, man. Coming up in here, you understand me? Disrespecting my Cash App, pushing over tables and shit with the 200. Oh my God. You know what I mean? You must have sat up there and knocked you some a thief this morning, or you know what I mean? You must knock you some a beautiful little chocolate thing with a beautiful comprehension to go with it. You know, something light. You know what I mean? Whose trap is always right. Or maybe you done knocked you some snow or something, man. You understand me? But that nigga done sat up there, you understand me, and came in with it, man. Yeah. Gotta be at least 30 toes deep. Bro raised it to 300. But let me, okay, listen, y'all see my thumbnail. I'm trying to, do y'all want me, before I go to this, see what this bitch done said and you know, intellectually just break that down. Do you want me to speak on, excuse me, yeah, the signal had messed up. Do you want me to speak on Brian McKnight and his discrepancy, with his misunderstanding with his children and Kurt, you know what I mean, with his bitch ass son trying to expose him? Also, Lil Tim, you know what I mean, getting that Asian down. You know what I mean? Lil Tim said, you know, I heard you like killers. I'm like, wow. Lil Tim on some other shit, man. Lil Tim on Facebook talking about, tell Asian Doll I said, what's up? I heard she like killers. I'm like, wow. So would you like me to sit up there and speak on that as well? Now watch me speak on all of that, and that's not gonna be taken down at all. You know, hey, I'm just being 100, man. That nigga say what they want, man. But I just, do you want that? What else? That Uzi situation, with Southside, I don't know, man, if y'all see Southside like that, but Southside just went off at the phone. You don't think it's Tim, bro? The reason why people think it's Tim because he got live videos on there. Yeah, he probably about to start rapping. Like I said, man, I just don't like the way. But we know from Nipsey, Von, and a few more, this is what I want you young people to understand. You could be a real nigga. You could be a real stepper. You know what I'm saying? And still get stepped on. Understand that. Understand that in the streets. You could be a real nigga. You could be a real stepper. And you can still get stepped on by a real nigga. I'm not saying that Tim is fake because honestly, like I keep saying, people get mad when I say that. Tim ain't did nothing that I wouldn't have did. Tim ain't did nothing that a friend that love a friend, a brother that love a brother would do. Do I even see Tim as a hardcore heartless gangster? No, I don't. Because I haven't seen anything outside of that. It's what Tim did. A white kid in the suburbs to do that for his friend that he grew up with. He'd do that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just the shit that people be exalting and glorifying. Like, ooh, this nigga G. Like, no. He did what he was supposed to do. He did the same thing Devon would have did. Let's just be real. I keep telling motherfuckers like, man, shit. Hold on. See, I would sit up there and sing happy birthday, but I just don't be singing happy birthdays to dudes. But happy birthday, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody in the comment section, tell Roberto happy birthday. That's how we gonna do that. Cause I seen Jacquees, that shit, I don't know, man. It just look weird. And you know, I be cutting y'all up. Y'all cut me up. Let me know if I'm wrong for thinking the way that I think. Everybody roast me and cut the fuck out of sin if I'm wrong. But I just didn't like Jacquees singing happy birthday to Quavon. And he was singing it sexy. He was like, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Then he did that. To you, happy birthday. And then he made the shit sexy as hell. You know, dear Quavo. You know, he did all of them. I'm like, man, that's them flirting runs. You know what I mean? My voice ashy than the motherfucker right now. I need the man, for real. I don't even like tea, but I might get some tea. I can't even do none of my shit right now. But he was doing all the sexy runs. He was doing all the flirting runs. You know how you run and riff. You know when you singing happy birthday to a bitch. And he really put the razzle dazzle on the Quavo part. I didn't like that. I didn't like what my boy say, being broke did something to my spirit. Hey man, when he was flirting with that man, you know what I mean? It was contrary to my spirit. I didn't like that. I like why he make Quavo's name sound like that. I'm like, he took his time. He was looking up at the air. He got the mic to his lips and he just singing to the sky with his eyes closed, talking about happy birthday, Quavo. I didn't like that. Tell somebody and say I didn't like that. You know, I got quiet. It was scary. You know what I mean? He just did the Quavo. I mean, just like, come on, man. Like, why are you getting sexy on the Quavo part? Why are you doing all the runs on the Quavo part, man? Why are you doing Danny Boy from Death Row, you understand me, runs on the Quavo part, man? Why are you doing Tone from Gospel? Why are you doing Tone runs on the Quavo part? I ain't like that. I didn't like that. You know, I didn't like he was Marilyn. No, you stupid. Now, if a nigga sing happy birthday like Marilyn Monroe did, kill that nigga 3 times. You gotta take YouTube and got so sensitive, you gotta explain shit now. You know, goddamn. You know? Hold on. Yeah, put a razzle dazzle on it, bro. You know? Sit up there and just was singing to that man. Quavo just standing there. To you, to woo you. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, like, and then just looked at, happy birthday, Quavo. I can't make it up. Happy birthday, Quavo. Happy birthday. It's your day, man. I'm like, that nigga did that. He did that little part. You know what I mean? He felt that in his shando. He felt that in his plenty by Shandiki Biobaha. He felt that. You understand me? No, natural soprano sounding ass nigga. But anyway, hit that like button, man. Get them likes up. Okay, but let's deal with the situation so we get to the call in, man. Like Quavo said, man, ain't nothing but a little bit straight. You know, okay, so let's look at this. I knew bitches was slow when they needed a pimp to sell their own pussy. Let's deal with it. First of all, those that's been watching my videos, I shouldn't even have to come out the sky. It's all like I keep telling y'all, I keep comparing this shit to Kung Fu. Some of y'all, it's just like when a person been studying, under a master for so long, that master shouldn't have to get up off his seat, man. You know what I mean? The people that's been studying under him, for years, they should just be able to destroy that shit. But let's go. Now, I just want to ask questions. So the next time a bride sit up there and ask you this question or she make this statement, I want you to ask questions first. All right? Hold on for a minute. Teasy, man. All glory to the game for the 50 piece. Man, blessings to you, bro. You know what I mean? My haters hate that sound. You know what I mean? Like, he's the devil. He's a pedophile. He's a pimp. He's sick. He lives off the backs of women. He teaches y'all how to pimp, and you're cash apping them? Baby girl said, what's in Cash App? Make sure that when you give her my Cash App, make sure that, baby, you sit up there and send it in and say, all glory to the game, But let me ask you guys this. When they ask this type of shit, needed pimps to sell their own pussy. Now, let me just answer that. You don't need a pimp to open your legs. You don't need a pimp to go in the room, suck a dick, get fucked. You don't. You don't. Follow me. You don't. A pimp is not a homosexual. So just keeping that, thing all the way, 100, just keeping that thing, real, like, no, you don't need a pimp to put panties on. You don't need none of that. You don't need a pimp to, put your heels. No, you don't need that. That's how dumb this statement is. But what you do need a pimp on, and what I'm tired of people saying, a pimp, he for protection, he for protection, he for protection, he for protection. And I'm not saying that the pimping is not for protection. But stop saying that. Stop allowing that to be, that's as common as Christians quoting John 3:16. Okay, that's cool that you know John 3:16, but what other scriptures do you know? Stop giving the most common answer to these questions. Come up with something powerful. Come up with something that's uncommon. Come up with your own talking points and smash this shit. Talking to my spirit. Thank you. Bro, I appreciate that 10, man. Blessings to you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for giving the ear to the game. But, okay, let's deal with this. You have a pussy, you have an ass, you have them titties, you got that pretty ass face, you're gorgeous, you're very marketable. When you, whether you're walking down the street on a track, or whether you're inside of a fucking casino, whether you're on OnlyFans, the mall, wherever, man, prostitution is omnipresent. Okay, when a man has lust for you, he's gonna always feel like, especially when he's governed by the. Did you hear that? Follow me so far. When a man is governed by the spirit of lust, and he's compelled by his lust to say something to you, and he has lust for you, he will spend every dollar that says, "In God we trust," on you. This is just common sense that's not common. Now, You can talk to that man, negotiate a price with that man, and sleep with him, and get some accumulation in exchange for the fornication that you gave that man. You know what I mean? Yes, it doesn't take a rocket science for that. Appreciate that, baby. Good looking, man. Glory to the game. Glory to the game. But let's just keep that thing, you know what I mean, all the way, one thorough. If you sit up there, you understand me, and you talking, let's say for example, you talking to this trick, and this trick has education. This trick is highly educated. We're not talking about Lil Larry. We're not talking about J Money and them. We're not talking about 180 Kevin. We're not talking about AK-40 Steven. We're not talking about Main and them, and Lil Daryl. We're not talking about them niggas. We talking about a official, beneficial trick that is college educated. He is established. Most of the females that's participating in the game, or even on OnlyFans, and that's just participating in prostitution, most of them do not have one-on-one skills. Let's just keep that thorough. They don't. So, and their skills are so terrible. When I say one-on-one, a lot of you think physically, but I'm even talking about talking on the phone. So this statement is dumb. An ass is not going to give you game on how to socialize and help a trick realize that he host, you understand me, for that prize, that blessing that you got between your legs, or your time, your presence. No, that ass is not going to give you that game. So when you're talking to a trick who has money, he has class, you know that he has some wealth, or you know that he's well off. You just know that he's very comfortable. How do you break this man for everything that he has when you have no social skills? How a lot of these females don't even know how to dress. She don't even have confidence in what she's saying. And because she's not confident in what she's saying holds no weight to it. Before you know it, the trick then talked her down on her prices. You know what I mean? So when you're in a situation that you need answers to questions, does your ass provide the answer for that? Does your titties provide the answer for that? Does your face provide the answer for that? No, it is not. You got women selling pussy all over the world. But like I keep telling y'all, the whole world is an ATM machine, and the PIN number is GAME. Game is more valuable than pussy. The price of pussy is going down. The price of the game is going up. The game is valuable. You can lose, your situation. You know what I mean? Let me just say this. Let's say if you're a woman and you got into a car accident, you wasn't able to do certain things, and now you're paralyzed. I want to say this to you. When a woman truly has game, when a woman truly has the information, when she really has game to live off of, even a paralyzed woman, can still sit up there and capitalize off of the game that she's been blessed with, because this game is eternal. Is impeccable. Even if she's paralyzed, the game inside of her is not paralyzed, and still, you understand me, making people realize that they need to buy this book, or they need to buy this film. Who wouldn't buy a book, about a woman who has went through obstacles and tribulations and situations when she was doing participation in a game? If she sat down, even paralyzed, and she began to write about her life, began to write about everything that she had to go through, even about her being paralyzed. If she puts that all in a book, if she puts that all in a film, don't you know somebody gonna buy it? So even when she's no longer able to catch a date, even if she wasn't able to move the way she desired to move, and she didn't have the activity of her limbs, she'll still be able to obtain and maintain some motherfucking currency, simply because she still has the game that's gonna be here eternally, nigga. It's game. You can only sell your pussy for only so long, but you can sell game for the rest of your life that you got from the pimping. You know what I mean? Like I said, we're not exalting the bitch selling her pussy. We're exalting pimping. We're exalting the game. It's the game that come from the pimping. It's the game that come from the ism. It's the game, the information. My people are destroyed for in any walk of life, whether it's in spirituality or whether it's in carnality. Reality is you need game, you need knowledge, you need wisdom, you need an outstanding understanding on how to participate in this game. You need a map to that location called success. In other words, you need the game. Being in a lifestyle in the streets without game on how to participate in this lifestyle, you know what I mean? That's very dangerous. Being in the lifestyle, selling pussy out here in these streets, or even basically if you're an internet girl, you can get killed, baby, even on the internet. Something can happen to you even on the internet. You know what I mean? Don't you understand that ignorance is omnipresent? Hold on. Oh my, TJ, man, blessings to everybody. TJ came in here, man, glory to the game, glory to the game, glory to the game. Man, they hate that sound. I know my I know my haters, man, be rolling their eyes and having lamentations and weeping and gnashing of teeth when they hear that sweet sound right there, man. Glory to the game, glory to the game. But, you know, when you're in a situation, and let's say that a client, a trick says, you know, I want to take you to a conference with me. Or I want to take you to this meeting, or I want to take you to this restaurant. I'm going to meet up with some friends. I would love for you to accompany me. I would love for you to have, you know, business attire, conservative attire on. Now, what is a woman to do that's from the ghetto, you know what I mean? Or not even from the ghetto. She could be from a two-parent home in a nice area. But what is a woman to do when she doesn't know the proper attire to wear for this event? A lot of women, you know what I mean, are pin the Cash App. Hold on for a minute. I don't see the Cash App, bro. Hold on. Give me a second. But a lot of women don't even have the whole, you know, thing on how to dress. They don't. And then some know how to dress, but they biggest critic. Before you know it, a woman then spent 11, 12 hours beating herself up in a closet. You know, oh, I'm gonna wear this. This is cool. Oh my God, I look fat in this. Oh my God, I can't wear this. What? Appreciate that. Had to show some love. Glory to the game. Alex coming in. Glory to the game. Glory to the game. You know, you got women that have spent damn near 2 years in a fucking closet within one day looking through all their clothes on what to wear. You know what I mean? Seriously. They don't know what to wear. Somebody put my Patreon link. The Cash App is cool, but I really want y'all to come to the Patreon. You know, I appreciate the Cash App. You know, I appreciate all of that. Thank you. You know what I mean? But everybody make sure if you're not in my Patreon, get there. And especially you want to be there this month because Sin is getting ready to start a new tier. And that tier is going to be off the chain. If you thought that my $5 tier was off the chain, wait till you see my new one. Yeah. But yeah, let's look at this. You know, what is a woman to do when she doesn't know, you know what I mean, the proper etiquette on a date with the client? Is she supposed to ask, you know, her booty? Man, appreciate that, Punchy. That's my nigga. You know what I mean? Punchy and Tony, Turf, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? What's my other young nigga name? There's just certain people, Bill, you know, appreciate that, man, seriously. But if she's on a date with a client and she does not know the proper etiquette, you know what I mean, for this particular date, who does she get this game from? You know what I mean? I just want to ask, is she going to look at her fake ass or even real ass and say, booty, what am I to do? Pussy, what am I to do in this situation? What I'm saying is, yes, you can sell some pussy, but you will never be able to get the value of your time and your body. You know what I mean? You'll never be able to get what you were supposed to get when you don't have this game. When you don't have this game, you're going to be getting what a trick want to give you instead of basically breaking him for what you were supposed to break him for. When you don't have the information on how to conduct yourself, you know what I mean, with a client, he's going to end up being the giant in the situation and have dominion from the beginning to the ninth inning because you don't know what you're doing. You're going to say something, you're going to do something, or you're not going to say something or not do something that's going to enable the trick to be in control of this particular date. 300 likes by now. But, you know what I mean? All the way 100. Your ass is not going to give you the. You know, it's plenty of broads that's been selling pussy for years. And how is it? This is my question that I wish I could ask her. How is it that you don't have a pimp? You're selling pussy. You're keeping all the profit. But in comparison, not just, you understand me, to the women I'm presiding over, but other women that other P's is presiding over, how is it that you've been selling pussy on your own? And how is it that someone who gives all their money to this man, how is it that they have more materialistic things than you? How is it that they have greater characteristics and more materialistic things than you? How is it? How is it that, you know what I mean, you have all this? And let me say this, let me give you some more talking points. So when these discussions come, you can just kill it. Do you not understand that women are governed by their feelings? Women are governed by emotions. And you must understand that in this lifestyle, you know what I mean, a trick might try to rape her, a trick might try to go upside her head. She might even have misunderstandings with her family members. You know what I mean? She might be going through some do you not understand that when a woman is, you know what I mean, in her feelings, in her emotions, you know, she might be like, I don't want to work today. You know what I mean? I don't want to go to work today. You know? Man, fuck this. You know, fuck everybody. I don't want to see no tricks. Fuck these tricks. Fuck my family. Fuck everybody. You know how bitches get. All in her feelings. You know what I mean? She has a fuck everybody attitude. And because she's in her feelings, no money will be made today. Because she's in her feelings. Then you have those, she might even go to work. She might even keep going to work, you know? But she doesn't know how to preside over the money. Okay? What y'all have to understand, it's not just you can make money. What are you doing with it? How are you making the money work for you? How are you making the money benefit you? How is the money, you understand me, going to be beneficial to you long term? Do you have that game? Do you even have enough discipline to stack your bread? Do you know what to buy? Do you know what to purchase? No, most of them don't. And the ones that have a little something, do you not understand the ones that got just a little tad bit, you know, of this and that or that and this, they got it from the pimping? So that's just like a student leaving my school and bragging about, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. Yeah, you're doing that because of the teachings you received from me. Going back to Kung Fu again. That's like a student studying under a Kung Fu master for 5 years, and now they out there acting like the teachers come from them, as if they created the teachers. No, motherfucker, you beating people's ass because you took my teachings. You know what I mean? You took my teachings. So because you took my teachings, that's why you're prospering. Dumbass. It's not that you're just so intellectual that you created, you know what I mean, your own teachings. You created the game. You got some bitches that get on Instagram and just act like they created the game. They didn't need no game. They didn't need no pimping. They didn't need none of that. They just got out their mama's womb with the game and just out here conquering. That's not real at all. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got game thieves. We call them game thieves. You know, that's why a pimp must protect, you know, and like I keep saying, going back to Kung Fu, you know what I mean? There are certain teachings that if you watch certain films, they be like, you must only use it when needed to use it. This is the sacred teachings from Shaolin. And, you know, yes, master, I will only apply it when need to. You know, they only trust certain individuals with the information of the sacred teachings from Shaolin. That's how the pimp is supposed to feel about his game. You can't bless every fine, attractive bitch that come through the door with your game. It's too many game thieves. That's how we got so many strangers and game bangers and riddling babies coming into the game, because y'all sitting up there just blessing any bitch that come through the door with the game. So when you gave any and every bitch, you know what I mean, the game that chose up with you, what you did was you enabled a whole bunch of bozos, you know what I mean, to sit up there, you understand me, and come through the door. You know, and that's why we got so many idiots in the game. Bitch got with some real pimping, got with a Harvard University pimp, and this Harvard University pimp, he got a character flaw, and one of his character flaws, you know what I mean, he like to be glorified. So a lot of people that like to be glorified, they just be spilling game. You know what I mean? They just be spilling game all over the place. You know, just spilling it. And end up giving it to individuals that didn't even earn it. She didn't earn it. She didn't make no sacrifice to have that game. So no, she's not appreciative of it. She didn't have to earn it. You gave away the treasures. Some of y'all probably don't remember, you know what I mean? But I had a video, you know, speaking about valuing, man, you know what I mean, hidden treasures of this game. You supposed to protect your treasures. You know what I mean? Your treasures is the game. Certain women come in, give a few dollars, and all of a sudden, you know, niggas just get diarrhea at the mouth. Okay, this how you do this. This how you do this. That's how you do that. That's how you do that. And the bitch getting all of this cold ass game for the very low price, you know what I mean, of a few thousands. Some niggas is running their mouth, you know what I mean, giving up cold ass game, you know what I mean, for a few hundreds. As soon as the bitch gave six, and see, let me, I wasn't even going there. Hold on. This is another way how bitches get game without earning it. Okay? You have bitches that are actually broke, and then you have bitches who actually pretend to be broke. Let me put you on game. Listen to what I'm saying. You have bitches who are actually broke, and then you have bitches who pretend to be broke. All right? Yeah. Hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Get my likes up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that, you know what I mean, you sit up there and subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell. You know what I mean? But listen to what I'm getting ready to tell you. This is how a lot of broads get game without earning game. All right? Let's deal with the bitch that's actually broke. She calls a pimp, or she gets into a pimp DM, you know, because in today's world, in 2021, bitches can just talk to a pimp. It used to be a time when bitches actually used to have to earn. They used to have to actually earn, you know what I mean, to be in the presence of a pimp. Now, in today's world, a bitch could just jump up in a pimp's inbox, a pimp's DM, or give a few compliments in the comment section. And if she's pretty, if she's attractive, you know, she gets the pretty bitch privilege. I want you to understand that, you know, the pretty bitch privilege is not really just a square thing. I just got to keep it all the way 100, man. You know what I mean? You got bitches that's in the game, and the pretty bitch privilege is even in the game. Niggas can say that it's not, but I can explain. Yes, it is. So now you got this bitch who got an attractive, profile picture that gets in the DM, and she's asking questions, and she flirting, and you know what I mean, he talking to her because he didn't went through her pictures. She appears to be marketable, you know what I mean, and everything like that. So now the conversation moves out of the DM to the phone, and the bitch, she just lost her job, she had to help her mama, you know what I mean? Her baby daddy did something, so she got to do this for her child, and or she might be a square bitch. I had to spend my whole stimulus check. You understand me on this? You know what I mean? I had 3 racks for you, but I just spent 3,000 the other day. The bitch got all of these excuses but some money for the pimping. Okay? And do you not understand, Kansas City King, blessings to you, man. Do you not understand that when you're talking to a broke bitch, in order to enable her to go get the money, whether pimps agree or not, you still have to give game. The moment that you decide that you're going to deal with this broke ass bitch within the conversation, especially if she's a novice or she done been in the game for years, but her knowledge is as if she's a damn novice, as if she's a rookie, So a bitch might be in an area, things is moving slow. So now, you might have to get her out of that slow ass. So, you know what I mean? You might, if a pimp decide, a lot of pimps, they might send a bitch to an area she ain't never been to. And if she go to an area she ain't never been, she has to depend on his game. She got to depend on his brain. She got to depend on information from him. So, a new location that she not familiar with, she got to sit up there, you understand me, and ask questions and get game. I'm just keeping that shit all the way 100. Even if he sends her to a familiar place, let's just say if the money ain't moving right. If the money ain't moving right, but yet the bitch, she trying, you see the bitch striving to do something, pimps can say all the little, no, I don't do such and such. I'm just gonna get quiet because I know this game. Nigga gonna sit up there and end up giving her some type of game that she didn't deserve. You know what I mean? She gonna end up getting, you understand me, game that she didn't deserve. She's broke. And the moment that the pimpin' decided to fuck with this broke ass bitch, you understand me, and decided to start instructing her, within his instructions, there's game that's being given. And she didn't have to earn it. She's broke. And then you have the pimps that have impeccable game, but currently right now he's in a, gotta go through it to get to it situation. He's in between bitches right now. So what does, the pimp do that's currently without? He's talking to a broad. She might be shapely. He might see that she got some marketability about her. If he's in a fucked up situation, to make his situation better, you know what I mean, to sit up there and enable himself, how is he gonna do that without giving this bitch some game? When they started talking, she only had $400, $300, $400. She might have had five at the most. But now that they're talking, within the instructions that he's given, he's got to give game that she did not deserve. He's got to give her game that she didn't earn. He might got to take her to somewhere she ain't familiar with, and he's still giving her game. Don't do this, say this, don't say that, wear this, wear that. He's giving her game. that she didn't earn. Whenever you accept a bitch without receiving a choosing fee, whether you like it or not, this is a situation that, you understand me, is going to be basically a pimp giving game to a bride that hasn't earned it. She haven't even shown the respect. You know, so you're setting yourself up to be an overworked, underpaid pimp. We got so many pimps that's losing hair, frustrated, mad, upset. You know, it's peas in the game, real pimps that had like 12 situations so far. You know what I mean? That has not lasted a month or over a month. You know what I mean? He's scratching his head. He hasn't come across the bitch that hasn't been able to stand up, you know what I mean, to his pimping. You know what I mean? He's questioning himself. He see the husbands winning. He see the drug dealers appearing to be winning. The boyfriend pimping, you know, appearing to be doing some winning. It's like, what is a real pimp to do? The so-called boyfriend pimp is supposedly winning. The husband pimp is winning. The so-called drug dealer pimp, he's winning. All of the deal makers, all of the niggas who live in double lives, all of the niggas that got the dynamic duo Batman and Robin match up with their wife or girlfriend in the game, they appear to be winning. And this one pimp that's just straight lace, no marriage, no drug dealing, no none of that. You know what I mean? Kansas City King, you might want to tap out. Some of y'all making comments, but y'all real early in the video, but blessings to you. But you know what I mean? Like, goddamn, what am I to do? Right, the squatting, pimping. You know what I mean? It appeared like a nigga winning. I go to your Instagram, niggas are staying in houses. I'm thinking you pimped up for it. I'm not knowing that you just came up in this abandoned house and just brought in your garbage bags of clothes and just said, I'm home. I didn't know that niggas did. I didn't know pimps did that. Sometimes it gets very discouraging for a real pimp. It's like, damn. When is my blessing coming? When is my change coming? When is my, you understand me, next runs coming? Man, niggas doing all of this extra shit, all of this side shit on the side, and I'm just straight laced with it, goddamn. And like I told you, in all of them situations, you know, this situation was 2 weeks. This situation was 3 weeks. This situation was 6 weeks at the most. And within them situations, he's angry because he invested so much time. He gave time. He gave game that she didn't deserve. You got to protect your game. The reason why I can speak from an autobiographical perspective is because, man, listen, I'm just going to keep that thing all the way 100. It was people that I blessed to be able to come to Scottsdale that should have never even came to Scottsdale. It was bitches that didn't even know Scottsdale existed before me. You know what I mean? They were so used to, you know, going to other places or just being in Phoenix. Bitches didn't know nothing about going. I'm not even gonna say the area because there's so many that still don't know about it. But it was certain areas that I started attacking in AZ. And if it had not been, I'll give you a perfect example. I was attacking, you know, this particular area. You know, I was attacking this area. And Freeze ended up knocking this broad. She was not going to this area. She knew nothing about this area. She knew nothing about what was going on in this area at all, you know, until she got with Freeze. You know what I mean? Of course, Freeze knew how prosperous this area was because he seen the shit that I was doing. And plus, he's a cold mastermind P. I mean, any P with common sense that ain't common can sit up there, you understand me, and look at this area and just woo. You know what I mean? So when I started, you know what I mean, sitting over there coming back, you know what I mean, P, look at a pimp that fuck with another pimp. If that's your brother in the game, you know, don't give it up, P. Damn, live. Appreciate the five. I don't know who the message was to, but appreciate the five. Just keeping that thing all the way, you know what I mean, 100. Hey, when a pimp really fuck with you, this what it's hitting for. What? Yeah, I got that. I got that. Got that. You know what I'm saying? Was killing it. And he told this one bitch about it. And she been carrying her tired ass over there since. I mean, I heard that she got arrested a couple of times, so she might have slowed down. You know what I mean? But that's one of the coldest feelings in the world when you sit up there, you understand me, and give a bitch information about a location that she didn't even know about. And then when the situation ends, she's still going to that location with your information and getting money without breaking herself to servant. Appreciate that 25, bro. Glory to the game. You know what I mean? One of the coldest feelings, man. Cold feeling. You know? One of the coldest feelings is giving a bitch some game about giving a bitch some information about a location that she didn't even know about. You done taught this bitch, you understand me, the ups and downs, and you understand me, the turnarounds in this particular area. And then for this broad, when y'all sit up there, you know, and then for her to blow, and then she didn't blow because you stopped pimping. She didn't blow because you did something unpimpish. You know, she blow because of a discrepancy with another bitch or jealousy, you know what I mean? Or just some type of dumbass shit. And for this bitch to still be, see, that's why, like I said, you know, it's bad things about the shy, but it's good things about the shy too. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I love about in Chicago. Because if a bitch, you know, got your game, that's why I told y'all, the game is more valuable than some money. Cause the money that the bitch gonna give the pimpin', he gonna spend that or whatever he gonna do with that. But she still got the game that he taught. Do you not understand that? I'm gonna just give you some more game. Man, it used to be a time where Milwaukee niggas was killing it in New Orleans. I've told you this before. Milwaukee niggas was having it their way in that motherfucking New Orleans, man. You know what I'm talking about? Was really having it their way, man. Yeah, really out there eating. But, a whole bunch of shit, start happening. You know what I mean? Bitches start leaving their ass and decided to start fucking with, some crazy, riddling baby ass New Orleans niggas. And so now you got a crazy head buster ass nigga that now think he a pimp because this dumbass bitch, she liked this dumbass nigga and gave him some money. And now you got this motherfucking, pretty much, I'm trying to think of the Bebop and Rocksteady from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ass niggas in the game because a bitch decided to get him some money. So you had a whole bunch of New Orleans niggas that ain't have one pimp bone in their body here in Milwaukee game, because the Milwaukee bitches was choosing up with New Orleans niggas and teaching certain game that they had got from the Milwaukee pimping. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you start, I'm not gonna put all that out on no damn YouTube, but that's when you have started seeing them niggas didn't even know a lot of shit, you know what I mean, about getting it in and getting it out. They didn't know nothing. They didn't know about certain things until them bitches decided to choose up and start running their mouths. So you have to be very careful on who you bless with game. Hold on. Yeah, old Bebop and Rocksteady ass. You know the movie when they was dumb as hell in the movie and shit. You know, just allowing anybody to come in. You have to be careful who you give the game to. You got to be careful of who you bless with game. And that don't just go for hoes, that go for niggas too. Be very careful on who you bless with game. You might be enabling a crook. You might be enabling, you understand me, a future snitch. You might be enabling a motherfucking game thief. Be careful on who you give the game to. I taught y'all about, you understand me, King Hezekiah in the word of God. That's how he lost his kingdom. Sharing his treasures, revealing the treasures. You understand me? And what's a pimp's treasure? The game. King Hezekiah has shown everything that was in his house for him to glory in. You know, and that's the same spirit that's in the pimping. A lot of them niggas in the interview, they just be sitting over there talking and spilling so much game, and the bitch ain't even gave you no money for that. You just want a bitch to be impressed with the fact that you just gamed up. That's cool. That's what's up. You got game. That's what's happening. But she haven't earned it. Let the bitch earn it. That's why we got so many punks, you know what I mean, and faggots in Vegas right now. Vegas is full of bitches that didn't earn it. Vegas is full of lazy ass niggas who ain't never, who afraid to pimp, ain't done no pimping in years. You understand me? And then, you know, these niggas that got just enough game to take some little pretty little faggot, you understand me, and give her some game that she didn't even earn. She didn't even earn that game. You know? I'm just keeping it 100. She didn't earn that game. And guess what? Because she didn't earn that game, that's why it was so easy for her to disrespect you. That's why it was so easy when y'all got into an argument. She was acting like, you understand me, she created herself. She acting like, you understand me, that's why it was so easy for her to act like she created herself. Number one, because you gave her game that she didn't earn. And then number two, you didn't keep her in remembrance, you know, of this game and who she got it from. You know what I mean? That's why it was so hard. That's why it was so easy to neglect your instructions, to leave you, be a game thief. You know what I mean? People that don't take care of the game, people that don't protect this game, they sit up there, they are a blessing to a game thief. Motherfuckers that just like to sit up there, you understand me, and spill all of the gold, spill all of the treasures of the game. They enable game thieves. You know? So you got to be very careful on, you know, damn, this bitch is marketable looking. And I know that I can make a killing if I send the bitch to Paradise Valley. I know I can make a killing if I send her to Scottsdale. I know I can make a killing, you know what I mean, if I send her, you understand me, to downtown Chicago. I know I can make a killing if I send her down to that Bourbon. You know what I mean? But is she worthy of the game? That's why I told you, you know, all of that, taking bitches and just throwing them in the game and just putting them on a level without them having to earn it. When you build a hoe, you build her. You don't just take this bitch and just throw her inside a casino. But I see niggas doing that. Oh man, you know, she's not a carpet hoe. I mean, she's not a track hoe, P. Yeah, she's not a streetwalker. The bitch already let me know that. I just get quiet. I just get quiet, man. Cause I already know we not even gonna be cool in the game. You know, I've even heard niggas say stupid shit like, oh, I love my women. I've never sent a bitch to the track. We had this discussion. We was in CCDC. It was about 6 pimps in the module. And this one nigga said, he's like, nah, I didn't send none of my bitches, you know what I mean, to the track. I loved all of them. I looked at this nigga, You know what I mean? Man, it was almost like, when your father, your uncle, or somebody hit you in your chest and it take you 5 years to cry. You can't say nothing. Myron, man, appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, bro. Glory to the game. I couldn't even say nothing. I couldn't even say nothing. He was like, yeah, man, you know what I mean? I never sent my bitches to the track. Plus, I'm not into 60s and 70s. Like I keep telling y'all, most of the niggas that speak down on the track is niggas that never got no money from it. Remember, niggas that speak down on the blade is niggas that never check any real money from the blade. Appreciate that, bro. Most people that say things like, it's only so far you can. Matter of fact, before I open up the phone lines, let me just expound and say something profound upon the matter. Somebody might ask, can you get rich on the track? And my question would be, before I answer, what's your definition of rich? Hood rich, the actual definition of rich, or, what rich are you talking about? Because let's just be 100. I've had some talks even with veteran pimps, and even they say some stupid shit at times. I ain't gonna lie to you. You would think that this so-called veteran pimp just started pimping today. Now, let's sit up there, you understand me, and look at this. Let's say if a pimp, because this one P that I know, he was one of the P's that inspired me. He was out there, man, in Bakersfield, just killing it, tearing it up. You know what I mean? And some other areas too, but during this time, man, he was in Bakersfield, man, just eating, just at the table, eating. Get my likes up, give them likes up over 400. He was eating. This nigga had, you understand me? Sometimes he used to be 6 deep, but he'll always keep that main little 4. But he was snowed in. He was snowed in though. And just imagine having, attractive 4 white bitches, you know what I mean, for 8, 9 years. The same look, because he kept that same 4. He still got 2 of them right now. But he used to have a solid 4, that he damn near had, almost, a few more years would have been a decade. So let's do some math. Let's say if you sit up there, you understand me, come on, bro. I don't know your comprehension, but right now while I'm teaching, why would you come in talking about the thumbnail? I'm talking about the bitch. I've already answered that question. I'm gonna come back to it even before I open up the phone lines. What are you doing? Did you forget that I was sinful to pee? What's wrong with you? Now, getting back to this game that I never left. Let's look at that. Hold on. The ladies is coming in. Katrina, hey baby. Good morning to you. Yeah, he must have forgot, that I was sinful to pee, but blessings to him. But let's look at that. Okay, you got, 4 beautiful white women that's working the blade. All right? Now, of course, a nigga might tell you that, all my broads, done checked over a rack or 2 racks, for years and things like that. You got niggas that will embellish their pimping. I'm not going to embellish my pimping. I'm going to tell you what it is, and if you decide to criticize or minimize me, that's on you. But I'm always going to keep them numbers solid. You know, I've never been the one to lie on numbers. But let's say if you got 4 white women who, of course, they're gonna make over a rack, sometimes over 2 racks. But let's say, that your bad nights is like $700 and $800. You know, do you not understand if you got 4 white women, in a place like Bakersville, and you sitting over there eating on Sepulveda, and especially in the days when Sunset was still like really really cool at that time. You don't think that man didn't check millions off the blade? Just do math. It's just simple math. You know what I mean? It's just simple math. Of course, I'm not in his situation. I'm not counting the dough, but this 1P that I'm talking about, man, you know what I mean? He was the one that inspired me, because he was one of the P's that inspired me, because he was the first one to sit up there and show me $100,000 of track money. And then over the years, of course, it grew. But he was like, that 100, and he's like, that 100,000, man, all nasty. All nasty. All nasty dough, sin. No internet. No stealing. No nothing. Just $100,000, you understand me, of just straight pussy dough. That was my first time seeing $100,000 of nothing but just straight beautiful pussy dollars. You know what I'm saying? Just the aroma of it. You did, smelling like the curve. And see, it's something about when you're making, it's something about when you're getting money from the curve versus the internet. You know what I'm saying? Well, we can't, 274, we already know he was getting more than that. Like I said, I didn't ask him how much each bitch is getting, and I don't ask them. I didn't do that. But that nigga set up there, you understand me, and checked. You understand me? Over 100 bands. You know what I mean? And over the years, it grew. You know what I mean? I didn't get to see it in person that time, but I believed him. He said, man, I'm sitting over here, you understand me, with a quarter that I'm not gonna touch. He said, when times get hard, if these hoes ever decide to leave me, saying, at least I have, a quarter of $1,000,000 of nothing but track money to be able to stand on. No drug money, no lottery money, no settlement money, no inheritance money, no mix it to fix it money, no husband and wife dynamic duo Batman and Robin money, just straight lace pimping and hoeing. It was so lovely. And I know that people wasn't lying to me, you know what I mean? Because it had been enough time from that time, and plus I consider him to be a gentleman of truth. But yes, man, that 100,000, people don't understand the influence that they had when they did certain things. You know what I'm talking about? The only reason why I ain't gonna say P name, because he might not want, his business out like that. Plus, you know what I mean? He allowed me to see it. It wasn't like he was just going around just showing P's. Nah. But we had an interesting debate on the blade, and people were speaking down on the blade. You know what I'm talking about? So you got people that's, on the internet, they doing their thing. I'm not speaking against, what they doing. What's your girl name? The Meet Me Outside girl. I think she just checked over $1 million in 6 hours on OnlyFans, which brings me to a point even on OnlyFans. People keep telling you, oh, my OnlyFans, or my OnlyFans, my OnlyFans. But check this out, though. on OnlyFans, you know what I mean? The individuals that's making the money are people who have fans, idiot. Sauce getting this. Sauce getting that. Sauce is a fucking rapper. Sauce has fans. Sauce got fans. Yeah, she checked. Yeah, go look it up, bro. The bitch, she checked a million. She checked over 1 million in a 6 hour. Soon as she turned 18, man, they ran the OnlyFans. I would love to talk to her right now. But yeah, she done checked over $1 million in a 6 hour period, man. It was like as soon as they're like, she 18 now? OnlyFans? They ran. So I want you to understand that OnlyFans does work, and it's a blessing to those who actually have fans. If you have fans, you can make some money. But if you don't have a strong fan base, no, you're not gonna make no money. Stop listening to these bitches that only got 2,000 followers and 400 of them, you understand me, is they family and shit. You know what I mean? Stop listening to these bitches telling you that they making a killing on OnlyFans. No, they not. I'm checking, man, listen. I haven't even started my other tier. I'm checking more money on my Patreon than most of the bitches that y'all listening to talking about OnlyFans. Facts. I know that most of the bitches right now on OnlyFans that's telling you that they checking all these bands on OnlyFans is checking less than $5,000 for the month. Facts. Bitch talking about she getting all of this money and all of this, ain't even seeing $5,000 for the month from that shit. Within a 30-day period, with all of that bouncing, playing with titties, pouring milk on her body, shaking her ass, you know what I mean? Doing all of this, sucking on bananas, hitting her eye with a banana, shaking her ass on top of a building. You know what I mean? Sitting over there getting stick whooping. You know what I mean? On OnlyFans, all of that shit. And not even seeing $5,000 within the month. So please stop listening to these people with no fans telling you that they checking a big bag on OnlyFans. It's a platform for people who have a fan base, not individuals that just climb out of the garbage can and just say, ooh, I'm gonna create an OnlyFans account. It don't work like that. It don't work. Trust me, it don't work like that. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell. Make sure you hit the like button. Even after this video, make sure you give a comment. You know, but OnlyFans is beneficial. If I knock a bitch right now with a strong fan base, yes, I would use OnlyFans. Don't get shit twisted. I'm not, listen, let me say this again so people will never think that sin is, that when you have a bitch, you know, your job, you know what I mean, especially when you up in age, nigga. Especially for you pimps that's in your 40s, your 50s, your 60s and shit like that. And you come across a bitch that got a strong fan base that wanna fuck with you, you better listen to the spirit of wisdom. You better sit up there, you understand me, and check, you know what I mean, the most you can and all you can while you can, nigga. You understand me? Now, I'm not saying that you're not gonna send the bitch outside or whatever the hell you gonna claim to do, but I'm telling you, you know what I mean, take care of your business. See, I don't want people to get, you know, misunderstand what sin is saying to you. Do we send bitches to the track, casino, resorts, restaurants, and, you know, so on and so, you know, yes, it's all type of places you're gonna send the bitch to go get yours. But if you come across a woman who has a strong fan base, and you, especially if she has over 1 million followers, like one of my ex-hoes, she got over 1 million followers. But her silly ass don't know what the fuck to do with it. Over there broke, hotel living with a gay ass boyfriend and living in a hotel. You would think with the way she living, she was never with me. With the way this bitch living, you would see that you probably think that, oh man, she was never in the game. Just silly. Been on a VH1 show for years. For years. She has been on a show on VH1 for years. And guess what? She's hotel living. Guess what? She got over 1 million followers and don't know what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? And that should also let you know sin don't be caring nothing about the views and the likes like that, because it's so much shit that I could have used to really like blow, and I'm just not into that. You know? The girl's an idiot, but I still love her, you know? I got love for her almost like a leader just seeing a student that just don't get it. Hold on for a minute. But if she had enough sense to leave that dumbass, gay-ass religion, yes, with the popularity that she has right now and having over 1 million followers, and you know what I mean, you've been on this VH1 show for years, yes, I would put the bitch on OnlyFans. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? She done already been on Blaze before. She done already sit up there and did. But with the status that she has now, yes, I would sit up there and put her on OnlyFans. You know? Hold on, let me see this. I see so many, I don't know what was said in the comment section. I'm not gonna tell you what show she on. Nah, I'm not gonna tell you what show she on. I don't even need people flooding her comment. You know how y'all is, man. You know what I mean? I gave y'all one broad on Instagram one time, and I told, cause she was like, the little white bitch with her arrogant ass, she gonna get at me and she gonna say, she said, do you want to be with me, Sin? Do you want? I thought to myself, like, bitch, now here I am, sinful to pee, and you asking, do I want to be with you? I'm like, no. I said something that I remember, I forgot the whole, but I posted that, and I allowed everybody to get at the bitch, and she came in the DM. Oh my God, so that's what we on, Sin? You just got everybody and anybody getting at me. I expected y'all to just get at the bitch. I didn't expect y'all to get in the bitch DM like, yeah, sinful, you know, he don't want you, but you know, what's up with me and you? Like, come on, man. But yeah, somebody said Chicago Inc. Oh, I'm gonna be quiet. You won't get that from me. You know? No, you won't get that from me. That's the last thing that needs to be all over the internet. Such and such star from Love and Hip Hop was being pimped on, you know what I mean, by Sinful to P. Woo, woo, woo. I wouldn't even do that to her, you know? Let her do her thing. She ain't in the lifestyle. She trying to create a whole nother identity. She want to sit up there, you know what I mean, and be a full-time square. Then, hey, do your thing, baby. I ain't got nothing. I'm not one of those guys that's in my feelings, like, you know, and then to just keep it real, she wanted me to come on the show with her. Some of my P partners was like, P, you should go on the show. You know, I said, oh, I'm not, what? You know what I mean? Like, for example, right? Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna throw no names out there. No, I ain't gonna do that. But we was having a conversation, and it was like, P, why you didn't go on the show? I was like, because I would have to come on the show as her boyfriend. And they was like, P, that was gonna be good exposure. You was gonna be on VH1. Millions of people was gonna see your personality and see Sinful to P, bro. You would have been on the moon. I said, I hear what you're saying. I said, but this is a broad that I've pimped on. To go from actually pimping on the bitch to now being introduced to the world, to millions, as her boyfriend, I don't like that. That just don't sit well with my spirit. I said that don't sit well with me, that I've actually pimped and did some good pimping on this bride, and now she on this square ass show, and I get introduced to millions of people as her boyfriend. No, that don't sit right with me. I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't like that. So no, that's why that shit wouldn't go. You know what I mean? And she knew the type of guy that I would, you know what I mean? Like any bitch that know me, like, bitch, you know I'm a very honorary man. I'm very egotistical. Bitch, I'm not going on no motherfucking square ass show as your boyfriend, bitch. No. I'm so glad I didn't make that move. And then to go from being your boyfriend, and now, let me stop, because if I talk too much, they'll try to figure it out. But, yeah, I'm glad I didn't make that decision. You know what I mean? Robin, listen, I'm going to keep that so 100. We just got to keep it real. You know, of course, people was going to make their jokes, but in these streets, I'm still sinful to pee. But, of course, you know, my enemies was still going to use that as how he gonna talk about me being married. Look at this nigga on VH1, all huggy, kissy with the bitch, all on VH1. Look at him. He was just happy to be on TV like a little hoe. No, you wasn't gonna be able to do that with sinful. Either I can come on sinful to pee, you know, or nothing. If I can't come on as Philip, Brandon Gilmore, if I can't come on as sinful to pee, I'm cool. I'm cool. So no, I'm cool. And then who wanna see sin, you know, on VH1 and I'm tongue kissing a bitch? Or we sitting over there, you know what I mean, all huggy, and you see me doing all this weird ass, square ass shit. You know what I mean? And those that really know me, you know that it's eating me up inside, but I'm doing all of this for clout. Like, man, no, hell no. I said, I just get what the game give me. If I can't get it the way that I want, you know, I'm cool on that. You know, you was gonna get a good roast. I wasn't even worried about a roasting. Let me explain something about sin. Sin don't give, man, listen, I do and I don't. I do on the behalf of, I represent the game. I'm like a minister for the game. If the game was a church, I would pretty much be the youth pastor. I got too many young niggas looking up to me, man, calling me every day, texting me every day. P, you inspire me and think, you know what I mean? I'm so good with young pimping that I stood up there, you understand me, not only lace him, but even lace his hoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in a different position. So no, I'm not about to be on no TV show as somebody's boyfriend. That just didn't sit right. Just like Pac. Pac didn't want to be, you know, in minister society as the Muslim. You know what I mean? He didn't want to be Sharif. And I understood that. It got to fit with me. And if it don't fit with me, I don't want the clout. If I can't have it the way I want it, then fuck it. Let me see. Okay, hold on. You stupid. While checking hoes on commercial break. Bitch, why you call me? Bitch, you know I'm on set. You always do this shit, bitch. You call me while I'm on YouTube. Now you're calling me while I'm on VH1. Bitch, when I get off the set, bitch, I'm gonna beat your ass. And that's on the set. Now, I could have, listen, if I was all about clout, look at the shit that they doing in the game now. You got niggas that's professing to be pimps and going to OnlyFans. You got niggas that's having sex, you know what I mean? Now, truth be told, I think it's okay for a P if, you know, you in the house like me. I got videos, you know what I mean, with hoes walking around naked. You know what I'm talking about? I got videos, you know what I mean? Like you guys have seen, I had to take that off because somebody had snitched on me. You know what I mean? I got videos playing with hoes, pussy, all of that shit. And I got videos of me also, you know what I mean, getting head and fucking and all of that shit. I got all the publishing. Now, if sin was all about clout, I could have been put videos and things out, you know what I mean, of you know, the little broad, you know what I mean? That's just not my style. I'm not into that. You know, and not just that, that's not pimpish. For you to be on OnlyFans and you just see seeing dick just, you understand me, swinging all in the bitch face, and you talking about, man, P, even the way that P fucking a bitch, he a proudful ass nigga. Like, I don't need niggas commenting in the comment section, man, P even fucked that bitch like a pimp. You can tell he a pimp. You know what I mean? Look at the way. Oh, shit. You know? Look at the way P dominating the bitch. He's standing over the bitch, smacking the bitch in the face with his dick. Man, just disrespectful. You know, like, no, I'm cool on that. I'm cool on that. And guess what? You will never see a hoe or a bitch that come from me showing you a video. If it is, let me cover my ass. Don't let me get too out of it. You know what I mean? But just in case if it was a bitch that, you know, I was asleep or something, but as far as the stupid shit that you niggas be doing, you know what I mean? Letting bitches record you tasting pussy and tasting ass and sucking toes and, you know what I mean? Fucking and all that. Nah, man. I got all the videos, all the pictures. So if I was all about clout, I could have been, you know, like, nah. I've been, how many, y'all been know that I know that. I've been having pictures, you know what I mean? I got one video of somebody that is very known. And this was sent to me a while ago. I've never put that out there. Why? Because even though, you know, he be doing a lot of dumbass shit, he's still one of the greatest speakers of all time. And I wasn't going to throw flames on the fire. When you go on YouTube, you see constantly people speaking about this man. You got one person that even made a channel, you know what I mean, talking about this man. This man be having over 1,000. The nigga, this one dude, he got a channel that's pretty much speaking against this black dude all the time. And people be giving donations and all of this shit. And he's talking about a nigga all day. I can see you roast them from time to time. But to talk about a man every day, I'm not even going to talk about the people that I dislike every day. No. I ain't saying nobody's name. I don't know what y'all talking about. But yeah, man, one of my clients, you know what I mean? She's a, you know, well, I ain't gonna get into all that, but you know what I mean? She sat up there and sent me that. Then a person that I'm very cool with, you know what I mean, love her dearly, she sent inappropriate pictures, you know what I mean, of him, you know what I mean, all by the pussy, tasting, you know, I'm like, you can't be this stupid. You cannot be this dumb. But at the same time, when a man's dick is alive, he's brain dead. Now here you is, one of the greatest speakers that has ever lived. This man is cold. You can't take it away from him. The man is brilliant in a lot of areas. Great preacher, great teacher. But the man, you know, he loves black people. I don't think that his love for black people is fake. He loves black people, but he just has this lustful, just freakish spirit that just takes over, man, and it's just stupid. Stupid. 10, appreciate that. And I've been sitting on that shit for years. So that should just let you know, if I was all about clout, I would have been, you know what I mean? That if I put that video out and pictures and all of that, I could basically have, have same thing Tasha K got going on with millions of views and make the channel go. I don't want it like that. No, I'm not gonna, no, not gonna do it. I can't do that. No. You know what I mean? And it's not like, he did the Derrick Jackson. It's not to that degree either. Derrick Jackson, spoke against black men and set up there, you understand me, and made black men. There we go. You know what I mean? He just spoke about, men like we was the worst of the worst. While exalting himself, he was verbally crucifying men for being men. You know what I mean? And women was sucking this shit up. Derrick Jackson had some of the greatest simp messages known to mankind. So I had to speak on him, but this other one, no, he's a great speaker, man. I just wish he wasn't the way that he is, but it is what it is, man. You're not gonna get them pictures and videos from. We would have to get into it or something, but just to release it for clout and all, no. Appreciate the 5, bro. Appreciate the 10, man. Glory to the game. Appreciate that, Clifton. And Sean, man, thank you. But before I open up the phone lines, let me just say this one more thing. When you're dealing with, a woman that says that pussy will sell itself, understand that, people buy candy, people buy, things that, bubble gum, they didn't need a pimp for people to buy bubble gum, but look at the price of it. Is bubble gum valuable? Did that woman get everything that she was supposed to get for that? Let me just give you an example. Thank you, gang. I wasn't even going that way, but the game is just leading me. Look at the situation that R. Kelly is in right now. R. Kelly's, in the year of 2006, R. Kelly's catalog was worth $1.5 billion. Go look it up. In 2016, R. Kelly's catalog was worth $1.5 billion. All right? But because of all the verbal crucifixions coming from people, all of the accusations coming from people, people treating accusations like it was convictions, with him being currently locked up, then having Drea Kelly doing the things that she's doing and all of that shit, it brought down the value of the catalog. Look it up. In 2016, Robert Kelly's catalog was worth $1.5 billion. And it has now went down in value. The reason why R. Kelly is not in the financial position that he should be in, with hundreds of millions of dollars, is because he allowed everybody else and their mama to preside over his money. And by him not being able to read, he enabled individuals to take advantage of him. So when you can't read, you can't even get the game that you were supposed to have. People can manipulate you and accumulate off of you, charm and disarm you at any motherfucking time because you cannot read. As much as I would love, somebody said, would you like to have Floyd Mayweather's money or would you like to read? Seeing if we give you Floyd Mayweather's money, we take away your ability to read. And I thought about it. I said, man, Floyd balling like a motherfucker over there. I mean, shit, damn, the things I'll be able to do. But then I began to think about my ministry as a teacher, as a preacher, as a reacher to the people, being able to communicate with the people, things that make me special. And the only reason why I'm able to do a lot of things I'm able to do is because I'm able to read, I said, as much as I would love Floyd's lifestyle, no, I cannot give away the ability to read for the amount of money. No, I just can't do that. I can't do that. You know, I can't do that. Why you say my bad, Sin? What you do? You know what I mean? I can't do that. I would not give away my ability to read for all the money that Floyd Mayweather has right now. No, I wouldn't. You know, I'd love to read. I love to be able to teach and preach. I love to be able to have references and give confirmation to information within conversations that I'm having with people, to be able to debate and, you know, use basically different books that I've read from and, you know, things like that. Basically different books that I've read from and, you know, things like that. You know what I mean? I can't do that. That means that I wouldn't even be able to read the word of God. I'm cool on that. No. You know, well, I mean, if you happy to pay somebody to read for you, then that's on you. You a motherfucker that don't love to read. But when you really have a passion for reading, when you love reading, you know what I mean? You don't say slow, stupid shit like, oh man, that's too much to read, or that's too much to read. People that love to read don't say stupid shit like that. I see people looking at 3-4 paragraphs and they be like, man, I ain't reading all of that. People who love to read would never say anything that lame. Not only is it lame, but it's just lazy minded. You know what I mean? People just love to read would never say nothing dumb like this. You know? Motherfuckers look at 2 paragraphs and be like, I ain't. Rob is in a situation that he's in because he lacks game. People was able to take advantage of him because he lacks game. All right? So even though he can sing, even though he can play a piano, even though he can, you know, freestyle a song and memorize a song, the melody, the vocal arrangement within his head, you know, he's a genius, a musical genius, but he still lacks game because he can't read. So it's just like a woman who has the talent. She can suck dick. She can ride dick. She can throw it back. She can do all of these things, but she does not have the pimping. She doesn't have the information. She don't have the game. So she'll never be able to hold to her full potential because she does not have the information. She doesn't. The information enables you to do things on a whole nother level. And she'll never go to the different dimensions, levels in the game without that information. So you could be the finest bitch in the game. But just because you the finest bitch and you got the bombest pussy, if you do not have the game, then you won't make it to certain dimensions. You will never be a top tier hoe because you don't have the game. So, you know, hold on. You the last of a river. Appreciate that, brown sugar. Thank you, baby. You know, and when you need inspiration, your ass is not gonna give it to you. When you need to be encouraged, your pussy is not gonna pick you up when you're down. When you need clarity, when you need enlightenment, you can't open up your booty and say, ass, what's the answer to this? You can't do that. You know what I mean? You got to get that from a pimp. You got to get that from the pimping. So that statement came from a square bitches and square people thought that it was hilarious because squares understand the vernacular of squaredom. You know, they were just, you know, laughing about square shit, laughing about a lifestyle that they don't understand. You know, that's all that happened. But once again, you can have the biggest booty, you can have the biggest titties, you can have the prettiest face, you can have the bombest head, you can have, they can call you wet. You stay wet. When you go to sleep, you wet. When you wake up, you're wet. While you eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're wet. When you working out at the gym, you wet. You reading the Bible, you wet. When you sitting over there helping your grandmama up the stairs, you wet. You can stay wet. You can come out with a clothing line, you know what I mean, called Keep It Wet or Wet. You could do all of that. But guess what? If you don't have the game, If you don't have the information, you're going to get taken advantage of. That's not just in our lifestyle, that's in any lifestyle. TLC is still they're the top selling group ever. I don't think there's any group as successful as TLC was with selling records. They was the best definition of broke. They was getting broke off. Broke. Diamond album, top selling records, all of that shit. But they was broke. Why? Because they lacked game. They didn't have the game. Jerry Heller and Eazy-E was ripping off NWA. They wasn't getting money like that. They was getting some money. They was living better than they was. But Jerry Heller and Eazy-E was seeing the real dough. You know what I mean? Jerry was really seeing, you know what I mean, the big dough. Why? Because he had more game than all of them. He that has the most game, that's the one that's going to get the most gain. He that has the GAME, he's the one that's going to have the most GAIN, the gain. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of individuals who were talented. You know, a bitch with a big ass and good pussy, she ain't no different than a talented basketball player or a rapper or a singer. You have the talent, but you don't know the business. You don't know how to conduct yourself on court. You don't know the rules and regulations of the game like that. You're just on the court, moving around. You score a few buckets here and there, but you'll never win a championship without the right strategies. Without a coach giving you the right approach, you know what I mean, on the court, you will not have any championships. You will be a Russell Westbrook. You will be a talented individual that's very talented. You know what I mean? You produce numbers, but you just don't have the championship. Oh my God, that example. Man, hit the like button. A bitch without a pimp, a bitch without the pimping, a bitch without this game is no different than a Russell Westbrook. She can make numbers without, you know what I mean? She can Russell Westbrook is so talented, he don't got to listen to no damn coach to score no points. Russell Westbrook can score points without having a motherfucking coach. He's just that good. He's probably the most athletic point guard that we have ever seen. But guess what? He'll never have a fucking championship, you understand me, until he switches up his game. The way he plays now, he's never going to have a championship like that. Never. You know? So these bitches are no different than Russell Westbrook. Can they score without the pimping? Yes, they just can't win the game. They got stats. Yes, you can produce stats without the pimping. You can have numbers, you know what I mean, without the pimping. But you just won't have the championship. You just won't be, when it all counted, when it really counted, you know what I mean? It don't mean a thing if you don't got that ring. You got numbers, but you didn't get what you were supposed to have. In all walks of life, there are individuals, you know what I mean, that are very talented. They have been blessed. But until you have the right person presiding over you to enhance that gift or to give you strategies on how to utilize that gift, you'll never go to where you're supposed to go. You'll never go where you were supposed to go. You'll just be another talented individual. Some of you are very gifted, you're very talented, but your work ethic sucks. You have no work ethic. You have the spirit of procrastination. Very talented, very gifted, but you got the spirit of procrastination. That's why you will never get to the destination of success, because you have the spirit of procrastination. It's not that you don't have the talent. It's not that you don't have the gift, but your work ethic is not there. You need structure. You need discipline. You need strategies. You need somebody on your ass. You know? So It's many reasons. I can go for an eternity explaining why a woman is in need of the pimping. Eternity is not enough time. You know what I mean? I couldn't give you a better example than Russell Westbrook. If you look at his stats, he has beautiful numbers. He's been averaging a triple double for years. He just doesn't have a ring. And so because he does not have a ring, people that really know the game of basketball, they're not going to put Russell over Isaiah Thomas. Or 3 rings. So if Russell Westbrook had 3 rings, they'd be in talks of him being the greatest point guard ever. But due to the fact that he does not have a ring, he's just another talented point guard that's just going to come and go. You know? So we got a lot of bitches that can suck dick. We got a lot of bitches that can take dick. So what? She's never going to reach what she was supposed to reach. She's never going to be successful. Yeah, she has followers. She has a Benz that she's leasing, or she might have a cute Maserati. I see some renegades with Maseratis that they're leasing, or might even own. You know, Maseratis are not, that ain't no fucking money. So, you know, and then, you know, she might be driving a Benz behind the year. You guys get too amped up about small things. It's people in the game, they expose how small their mind is. I'm not even gonna go there. Somebody was like, yeah, you see my Benz, you see woo, 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 woo. And the Benz that you're in is behind the year. It's nothing to brag about, sir. And even if you had top of the line, toodles, that's what's up. If a motherfucker been in this game, you know what I mean, for damn near 30 years, I would hope so. I hope that you would at least have something to show for your time, you know? But you have some individuals in the game, you know what I mean, that, man, they don't have no jewelry. I know 1P, you know, he's locked up right now. Nobody knew that my partner was having money like that. They didn't know. They didn't know that he had 4 chops that was paying the shit out of him. When you see me, a lot of people, when they see me and Trophy in a picture together, they just know that I was the deepest at that time. But that's not the truth. The truth is, but Trophy just had on a black shirt and some jeans and everything and had 4 chops that was paying the shit out of him at that time. Anybody that would see Trophy, Trophy didn't wear anything outwardly that you would think that he was having money like that. He didn't have nothing to prove. You know, and as the older I get more into that mentality. Like, man, these conversations are hoish. Going back and forth with this nigga. I got more Louis than you. I got more Gucci than you. I done gave the Jewish man, I done gave the white man more money than you. Even though I'm bragging about these clothing lines that I don't own, I don't have no stocks in, but you know what I mean? I don't have no shit. I don't have none of that, you know, but I'm just going to brag about, you know, how much I done made the white man rich. I done paid my Jewish daddy. I done paid my white daddy, you know, so now I'm about to minimize another black man because I done gave more money to the white man than him. How hoish is this conversation? This conversation is hoish. This conversation is not pimpish. Minimizing another black man because I made another white man richer than, you know what I mean, than this black man that I'm minimizing? What sense does that make? When you really just sit back and just look at things like, man, I don't want to be in this conversation. Man, this conversation is hoish. I don't want to be in this. This is beneath me. Anyway, let's get these phone lines open. Man, I know a lot of y'all gonna leave. You know, because every time I open up the phone lines, people are like, oh man, here come the goofies. But I gotta allow them to get some time, you know? So let's see Who's saying what? Who want to ask what? You know? Hold on for a minute. Andre, I'm glad that you ain't mad at me, bro. I know you probably ain't gonna go against me no more. You know, now that I beat you 2 times, you know, I know you mad about it, man. But don't be mad about it, man. You know, you gave a good challenge. And it didn't end up well for you, you know? But there go my number right there, man. Anybody that wanna hate on curse me out, anybody. Haters, Negroes, it don't matter. Anybody can call in right now. The number is there. Andre, if you don't knock it off, bro, you know I really beat you when you brought in that Ta Me Baby, which is a classic, but when I came with that Are You in the Mood, killed it. You know that Curtis gonna beat that Leon any day. You know what I'm saying? And as classic as DOC formula is, that's not gonna be better than Do It Dat Po Pimp. You know? Hello?
Good morning. Well, I'm in Atlanta. It's afternoon to you, sir. How are you?
I'm feeling good now that you've called. Blessings to you. How are you feeling? Oh,
I am wonderful.
Let me say this. Henny, I got your Cash App. Diane, I got your PayPal, baby. You sent the $100 again. Appreciate that. Blessings to you, dollar. All right. How are you feeling on today?
I am wonderful. I'm honored to speak to you. This is Kayla. I just wanted to let you know I have been enjoying every morsel that you've been giving. Next week we're gonna really chop it up with a consultation because you're actually going to be the one to help me expand and grow my business. I'm not in the life. A lot of the tools you teach help me tremendously, even with these knucklehead dudes. So I'm going to get that chance. You're going to give me a championship ring.
Oh wow! I like I like that. I like that.
So
Yeah, I like
I just
that.
wanted to let you know I'll be reaching out to you, and I appreciate you. You're a very gifted individual. You really are.
Well, for you to have the understanding that you have, you know, I would say that you're a very gifted individual too, darling.
Behave now, because I think you look good. But anyway.
I wonder how y'all gonna feel this summer, man, when y'all found, cause I know y'all gonna keep it real. Robin and the different ones, they're gonna be roasting like saying, I don't know, like some of y'all might not be like, some of y'all might be like saying, I don't like you with hair. Some might like me with hair, some might not like me with hair. You know? So we'll see. Hold on. Cause you know Robin and a few others, Helena, all of them, they gonna keep it real. Hold on for a minute. Hello?
Immaculate Tony, how you doing today?
Oh man, blessings to you, fam.
Hey man, I appreciate everything you do and the words that you put out for young guys, younger guys. I'm 31 myself, but I had a question I was gonna ask you. I got a bitch that she a part of that lifestyle in a way. She kind of do like I want to say escort or the sugar daddy, and I'm trying to get her to flip that money. And I invested into some stocks. I already invested into stocks now. Pretty successful at what I'm doing. I want to take that money with her and flip it, and shit, we eat together.
So she's in the life and you're not.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say I'm a square, but I'm a little bit above a square with some good common understanding on what's going on out here. And she pretty much is she live that lifestyle where she go and travel and do the whole sugar daddy experience. and I'm trying to get that money and shit, take it and flip it and shit. We go eat. Hey, I'm trying to deal with her.
Okay, okay. Well, this is what I will say, because anybody that know me, I don't give game. You know what I mean, to individuals, man, that just so happen to slip on a banana peel and fall into a situation, what I mean, with a hoe, because I think that hoes belong with pimps. So, I'm never going to, encourage you or give you enlightenment in an area that you're not even supposed to be in. Only thing that I could tell you and others that's communicating or fornicating or doing whatever you're doing as far as associating with this hoe is get out the way and allow the game to have its way, because the game will be a bigger blessing to you, than that bitch could ever be if you just step out the way and let the game have its way. And what I mean by that is, get that hoe to a pimp. You know what I mean? Let that hoe fuck with a pimp, man. If you know a real pimp, be a blessing to the game. There are certain situations that I could have got in, but I didn't get in it because that's not my lane. So I enabled those, you know so I'm not trying to teach anybody to basically reap off the benefits or get a pimp's reward, especially when they not on one accord, what I mean, with this game. Because currently you said that you a little this, and you a little of that, and all of that, but I'm not giving all of this to somebody that's a little of this and a little of that. So if anything, I would want you to give that bitch to a pimp, so she can get pimped on, and you continue to keep pursuing your square endeavors.
Yeah, see, I feel that I ain't even saying as far as it's really about the game and like you said, getting the bitch on one accord where we can all get this money together. So not more so pimp. She doing what she doing anyway. Shit, I'm just trying to get that bread, flip it, and you know what I'm saying. We keep eating. I'm gonna keep eating regardless.
Right,
If I'm gonna do all
right.
this shit, if I'm
I
doing this
could
shit for
tell.
her, then shit,
I could tell
I'm gonna
by
make this
just
shit make sense, see?
right. Like I could just tell. You know what I mean. You're an intelligent black man. You know what I mean. God has blessed you to be mentally brilliant. You're gonna be successful. With or without this bribe. So because of your
Absolutely.
brilliance and your greatness, why not just give her to a pimp? Give some information about the bride, to the pimping, and allow the pimping, what I mean, to campaign at the bride. So the bride can be what she's supposed to be with some pimping. Because a hoe or even a bitch with hoe potential, she shouldn't be, involved, or possibly evolving with squares. She just shouldn't be doing that. And when we say squares, it's not disrespectful, because I love squares. I got squares in my family. you know
Yeah.
uh what I'm saying when I say squares, non-participants in our lifestyle. you know
For sure.
so with that being said, I'm not going to give you information that could possibly entice you to get involved in some shit that you ain't supposed to be involved in. you know
I feel that.
because I love your freedom, number one. And then number two, that's not your lane. That's not your lane. Give that hoe up
Well,
to a
damn,
pimp.
see, I'm trying to get this. If I'm talking to a bitch and she wants some shit, she pay that fee. I'll take that fee, flip it. We can go. You can go get whatever you want to go get. But that shit, the fee got to come first.
I'm going to say this to you. All money ain't good money. You got
I
to
feel.
watch who you allow to come into your life. Some of you young men, the devil is after you. He will encourage these young women to give their money to you guys, and then you guys start thinking that you're pimps. All because this woman that likes you gave you some money. But in reality, you're not no pimp. You just a guy that's likable. And because you're likable, this bride decided to do something profitable for you. You know what I'm saying? But you would end up getting involved in situations.
Yeah,
So leave it alone.
I appreciate that fee. Hey, them books, bro. Them books are everything, man. Open up books. I ain't gonna lie to this. Shout out to Miss Hill to RP. That boy put me on them book, man. And you too, you hearing you talking about books, and I can tell in your language, the way you putting out the information, can't no man speak like that don't open up a book.
You have to read. Like I told you, as much as I would love to live Floyd Mayweather's lifestyle as far as having that wealth, because with that type of power, I could be a blessing to my family, to the city of Chicago, you know what I mean, to the game. I could be a blessing to people that's in jail, you know, fighting for their lives. I would be able to have so much power with that. But as much as I would love to do those things, I can't give up my ability to read for that. No, I can't do that.
Okay. I appreciate you, P, man. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. I'm staying
All right.
tuned in. Hey,
Blessings to you.
I got you.
Yeah, man, we don't teach squares how to get pimp rewards. Hold on. What area code? Hold on for a minute. Yeah, people be having that fucked up. All right, hello? Hold on. Okay, hello?
What's going on, P? How you doing this morning?
Oh man, I'm blessed, man. I know you blessed as well. What's going on with it?
I am. I just wanted you to confirm something with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the difference between tricking and tipping bartenders and waitresses for your drink?
Okay, listen, man. And shout out to my loved one, someone that I love dearly. You know, I had the teachings, but it's because of him that my learning, my understanding has been enriched. It's been enhanced. You know, no other than Andre Taylor. And the teachings, you know, of Andre Taylor pertaining to that, which I believe and I hold wholeheartedly, that has a lot to do with your primary intent. Okay, so you know a trick. You know, when a trick is doing something, the whole inspiration on why he did that was to trick off. He's not thinking about pimping. He's not thinking about presiding over this woman. He's not endeavoring to have no money. He's endeavoring to get the honey. So with that being said, you know, it's the primary intent. His primary intent is to spend accumulation to get fornication from this woman. That's his intentions. Now, say for example, if you're traveling with me and we just so happen to hit Texas, you know, I might be going to a graduation and I told you to come travel with me. And while we there for my cousin's graduation, I, stop at a strip club. We go inside the strip club. And as soon as we get in the strip club, I say, what beverages do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I tell her to get me a water and, a cranberry mixed with pineapple, you know? And a lot of ladies, a lot of times, cranberry with pineapple, when it mixed together, the strippers, they might think I'm drinking an alcoholic beverage when I'm drinking juice the whole time. So anyway, I'm talking to you, and while I'm talking to you, the fine ass, little glass girl, she bring me all the little drinks, you know what I mean? Or the bartender, you know what I mean? The bartenders be looking better than the strippers a lot of times. And she sit up there and come to me and, compliment me on what I got on because, if I'm in the strip club, I'm all fly as hell. I look like I just came from the heavens. And me and my P partners, we dress real heavily and we speaking so eloquently about whatever the hell we speaking about that's gonna have her intrigued. So while she trying to flirt, you ain't gonna flirt better than this pimping. And while we flirting, let's just say, I say, yeah, okay, get him whatever he wants and here, take this. And she says, "Do you want change for this?" I said, "No, keep that dollar. Blessings to you. I appreciate your services." Now, if I give this woman, you know what I mean, a tip, you know what I mean? First of all, you have to understand that especially if you come in a strip club with suits on, you need to definitely not only purchase a beverage. I don't like eating food. It's just something about the strip club. I don't like eating food. You know, they don't have a problem with eating hold on. There we go. Some of my friends, they don't have a problem with eating food in the strip club. Me, that's just never been my thing. But let's just say, you know, I gave her a tip. Am I tricking? No. My intentions, I'm not trying to have no pussy or none of that. Matter of fact, let's say if the bartender that gave me the drinks, let's say if she ugly as hell, I'm not thinking about the bitch. I'm thinking about the fact that me and my partners is in this fucking strip club and we trying to basically be under the radar while still campaigning, because even when a pimps be so motherfucking clean that, you understand me, a lot of times a pimp ain't even gotta say nothing. You know what I mean? Bitch, you see what it is. So when we come up in the club, you know what I mean, I'm gonna purchase the drinks and all of that, or P might purchase some drinks and all of that. But you got to understand, the bouncer is looking at us, security is looking at us, and if I say anything pimpish to this bitch, she about to sit up there and go back, you know what I mean, to the head dude or whatever. Yeah, they pimps, they in here trying to recruit girls, and they in here trying to take the strippers out of the strip club. So the moment that security find out, you know what I mean, that we pimps and we endeavoring to campaign, what you think was gonna happen? We gonna get kicked out the establishment and we not gonna get our money back. So with that being said, you know, when you come in, we gonna come in, you know, with conservative, or, you know what I mean, looking like informative representatives that we are, you know what I mean, fellowshipping one another, you know what I mean, when me and Freeze, especially when cause we got such a cold chemistry, you know, when me and my brother together, we'll be in the strip club having a full conversation about boxing or basketball or business, or we'll be having a full conversation about something conscious or spiritual or religious, and it ain't got nothing to do with these bitches. They in here walking around, titties, ass shaking, all of that shit, and we ain't even looking at them. And because we not paying them no attention, we getting all the attention, because first of all, we the cleanest things in here. We look better than the bitches that's in here even dancing. And we sitting over here talking amongst each other, and we not even paying these bitches no mind. So that's gonna make one of them broads come over to see what we about. We gonna speak indirectly but directly. We not gonna say anything that would make this bitch go back and say they said that they was pimps and we just squares that just came up in here because we couldn't find nowhere else to go, and we just in here fellowshipping. All we want to do is drink our beverages and have debates and speak amongst each other. That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. I don't care nothing about this bitch shaking her ass and titties and all of that. Bitch, I'm a pimp. Bitch, I see that shit every goddamn day. You know how many nuts I done busted in my goddamn life, bitch? That's nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I can have that anytime I want. You know what I mean? Pussy come as easy as breathing the air of God, bitch. I didn't come in for that. And just to be so 100, a pimp be so handsome, a pimp be so clean, a pimp be smelling so good that it's hard sometimes to give a bitch a compliment. Sometimes you gotta force the shit out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Cause you done looked in the mirror so many times and seen the artwork of God. You done seen the reflection of perfection so many motherfucking times. It's hard to even give this bitch that's been sweating, and she's sweating all on pose and shaking her booty, and you know what I mean, doing going up and down on the pole only to come down and see $30 and $40 and all of that shit. Man, I ain't, you know, like, she's beneath me. You know what I'm talking about? I'm in here white suited and booted, or cream suited and booted. I'm in here, oh, maybe I got on gray or something conservative or something like that, man. But I'm just looking so pimpish, man, and my nails look better than the bitches. My nails are so manicured, you know what I mean? Like God did it. Like, man, I ain't thinking about none of these bitches. I'm in here so they can see me. I'm not in here to see them. I'm in here so they can see me, how handsome I am. Me and my partners, we so into ourselves. That's it. You know what I mean? We chopping game. And it's been bitches that get so frustrated. I could call Freeze right now. It was bitches that have been so fucking frustrated with us that I'll never forget. It was me, Freeze, King Sean, and somebody else. Matter of fact, I do remember. I ain't even gonna say anything that. But we was talking amongst each other. The conversation was so good, bro, that we forgot that we was in the strip club. And bitches was coming up. Y'all not gonna get no dance? Y'all don't wanna purchase no dance? Um, Baby, I appreciate, for blessing us with the opportunity, for your little entertainment and things like that. That's what's up. You know what I mean? I see you around here hustling. But no, me and the fellas, we just in the strip club, just speaking amongst each other, darling. We don't want no dance or anything like that. We just want to have good friendly debates and, drink beverages and things like that. But you look nice, darling, enjoy yourself. And there's plenty of guys in here that want to pay for your time. I mean, you're a fine specimen. But yeah, let me and the fellas get back to our conversation, baby. You enjoy your night. And now the bitch that went back, she went back talking to, and don't let it be no white bitch. Oh my God. She about to sit up there, you understand me, and talk to her little white friends. They back there just having a field day. Cause these fine ass black men that came up in the strip club all clean and smelling good and ain't giving a fuck about you bitches being naked or none of that shit, bitch. And you know what I mean? We just in the motherfucking club, man, fellowshipping and shit. Next thing you know, she come back with another friend. And, you got 3 strippers now pulling up a seat trying to be in our conversation. And we so cold with it that, you know what I mean? Now, when they was gone, we might have been talking about who we was going to knock and all of that type of shit like that. But now that they sitting down, you know what I mean? We might be talking about stocks and, you know what I mean? We might be talking about investments and things like that. We just switched the whole thing up. You know what I mean? If we in the club, we're going to be talking about is the New Jersey, is they capable of beating LA this year? We might switch it up that, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, we don't, one thing a bitch gonna know when she's in the presence of this pimping is I am not equal. You know what I mean? I am in the presence of greatness. It's been so many times where a pimp just been holeless and doleless. You understand me? But when the bitch was in his presence, she felt like she was in the presence of a fucking billionaire. That's why I told you, man, the pimping's definition of a high value man is different than you squares. Because I don't have to have no money in my pocket, you know what I mean, to see things the way I see things and feel the way that I feel about myself. I don't need to make, let's just say if I wasn't, checking it, or if I didn't have a bitch, you know what I mean? I'm still gonna be that nigga and this bitch still gonna have to bow down because I'm a man, number one, and then I just so happen to be a cold, heavily pimping motherfucker. So yeah, bitch, you gotta bow the fuck down. You care nothing about your education, how much money you got, how big your booty is, how big your fake booty is, how pretty you is. None of that shit matters when you in the presence of the pimping, bitch. You gotta humble yourself. So you must understand, as far as when a trick come in the strip club, his intentions of throwing that money is to basically get somebody's attention where later on he's between those legs of getting his dick sucked. It's for the purposes of sexual pleasure. That's his whole purpose, of doing the things that he's doing. To gain some sexual pleasure, to gain a bitch time. When a pimp sit up there and spend money on a drink or something like that, he just basically making sure that, hey man, I'm not, you not no drug dealer, you're not a pimp, I'm not none of those things. I am a complete square. He's conducting himself like a master pimp by conducting himself like a square in a motherfucking environment that if they found out he was a pimp, he would be out of there. But he's speaking volumes with his presence, and he ain't got to say nothing. Every bitch in there want his number. Every bitch in there want to have a conversation with him or them pimps that came in the club. You know what I mean? His presence speaks volumes. He ain't even said nothing. That's a pimp. So did I break it down to you? Because your primary intent when you a trick is the trick. When a pimp basically do what he do, whether it's buying a drink or he seeing a fine ass woman and deciding to do whatever he deciding to do, he's doing that for the purposes of the game, to bring glory to the game, to knock, to obtain. You know what I'm saying? He not about to buy no bitch no Ferrari or all that type of shit. But you know what I mean? If she is a square and I'm endeavoring to introduce the man to her, she might ask me my name. I might tell her my name is Brandon. And I haven't lied to her because that's my middle name. You know, she might ask me what I do. You know, I might tell her something that Mel Taylor used to tell women back in the day. I might tell her everything and nothing. You know, she might, go in depth to, try to find out, am I involved in something that can get me possibly arrested? And I'm so good in positioning the truth well that I could actually have a conversation and answer her questions without really answering them. So she'll know that I'm doing something that's contrary to the law, but she still don't know nothing at all. She still don't know what I'm involved in. She just know I'm involved in criminality, but she don't know the lifestyle that I'm in totality. She don't know I'm a pimp. She just know that I'm living a lifestyle that's dangerous. No, a pimp cannot pay for a lap dance. You already know that. You've been sitting under this game for years. I hope that was just a question to bring some more game out. But no, pimps do not have lap dances. Pimps do not go to the boom boom room. Pimps do not give a bitch $1,000 or $500 or $100 or $1 or a penny to sit down with a bitch for an interview. Pimps do not pay bitches for interviews. Bitches pay pimps for interviews. So if you ever hear a guy saying, I paid a bitch for her time, like one guy that I know, and I love him dearly, you know what I mean? But I had to cut him up severely simply because he said something so contrary. He said that he paid for the bitch time. He didn't pay to fuck, but he paid to basically talk to her, to have an interview with her, so he could talk about his so-called pimping. See, seeing, I don't move like that. You know, you guys, the way you guys move, you know what I mean? You have that whole, as long as the outcome was some income mentality. You know, that's not my mentality. Because a nigga can do some trick shit and end up coming out with a big outcome, which led to some big income later on. But does that amount to pimping? No. You know what I'm saying? So no, pimps ain't paying for interviews. We not sitting over there paying bitches, to sit down and talk to us. That's totally unpimpish. We don't do that. Yeah, the man.
Okay.
Yeah, the man said he paid for her time, bro. Okay, now what you say?
Hey, so I got one more question. Is that cool?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So, what advice would you give a young P that's on probation and they got him working a job, right? So, what advice would you give him to keep that energy and to keep his energy cool, like surrounding himself by all that bullshit at work? You know what I mean?
Oh man. The best way that you could talk to a pimp that's on probation or parole and he got a job, you know what I mean? You got to fire his ass up every time you talk to him. You know what I mean? The best conversation that you could give him is to let him, you know what I mean? And just basically seeing, you know what I mean, the manifestation of your pimping, and then letting him know after you tell him, yeah, P, and you know what I mean, this and this and this, and I'm doing it like this, and I'm checking it like this, you know what I mean, and the game is doing this, and the game is doing that, and let him know that you're going to do exactly what I'm doing 10 times once you get off paper. So no matter how many discouraging days you have, hey man, you know what I mean? What you doing right now, that's temporary. Game, man, that's in you, man, that's eternal, man. You know what I mean? So after you get off paper, you gonna get to the real motherfucking paper, man. You know what I mean? I'm already speaking that shit in existence, P. I thought about you, you know what I mean? I was like, man, you know, my nigga, if he was out here, if he was off of parole, or if he was off of probation, you know what I mean? He would be sitting over there making even a bigger killer. You know, always have something inspirational to say. Always have something, because believe it or not, you know, finding out, speaking to some pimping and seeing some pimping, that could be more encouraging than the jug. That's the best jug. Just to see that another pimp is having it his way. And then when another pimp say, yeah, this is exactly what you're gonna be doing, Pete, when you get off paper. So he might be going through at the job. He might be sitting over there, you know what I mean, really going through some hard times. But just to see you pimping, that's some encouragement enough. That's it. You know, or another thing that you could tell them, you know what I mean? Like, man, you know, and when I was out, you know what I mean? When I was out, because I already know you got the curfew and everything and you couldn't be out. But man, it was so many niggas, man, bro. You should have heard them, man. You know, they was out, man, last night, you know, speaking, and none of these niggas was you, man. You know, all niggas was doing was just yelling out their phone number, hollering, man. Niggas was gang banging and throwing up the set, all type of weird ass shit, man. You know what I mean? The game is really in need of you, man. You know what I mean? So, man, whatever you going through or whatever you feeling, P, hey, man, leaders lead beyond pain. Yeah, pimps pimp past pain. Yeah, pimps pimp past distress. Yeah, pimps pimp past discouragement. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, get past that shit and pimp past that motherfucking shit, man, because it's about to be greater. You know, so during this time while you on probation and parole, P, you know what I mean? Oh, by the way, I got you this right here. See, that's what I mean, being a blessing to the game. When you sit up there and say, yeah, I got you this right here. You give P a book to look at. You know what I mean? And P can sit up there, you understand me, and study, you know, on his lunch break at the job, building up his vocab, building up his campaign, building up his conversation, giving him more information. You know what I mean? You might sit up there and say, P, man, when you gonna come to the gym with me? You know, we got like 3 months, man, until the summer time start. Come on, man, it's April the 1st, man. You know, it's a new month. I mean, it's April the 2nd, man. It's a new month, man. You know what I mean? When you get time, come to the gym with me. Because you already know one thing about time, it don't wait on nobody. So even though you think this 2 years or this 3 years or this 5 years is a lot of motherfucking time, it really ain't, P. You know what I mean? So before you know it, you will be off of them papers. And it'd be a shame, you know what I mean, if you get off them papers and you the same size, you got the same physique, got the same understanding, got the same knowledge. Come on, man, upgrade and update your pimping. You know? Update your physique, update your mind, update your pimping, man. You know what I mean? Hey, man, today the pimp. Yeah, man, I know your name is whatever, man, but yeah, that's your name every day, man. Today the pimp. You know, update your pimping, man. You know what I mean? Update your, yeah, man, why your muscles look the same? Yeah, why your knowledge the same? Why your wisdom the same? Come on, man. Each and every day, man, we going higher in the pimping. Come on, man. Today the pimp. Give a fuck about that job and that square ass shit that they say him. You know, all he need is a pimp to fire him up. That's all he need. Hold on, let me see. There we go. Bam. Did you have another question?
Nah, that was it, P. I was just wanted to hear some confirmation for that, but I appreciate you, man.
All right, bro. Thank you. Thank you for calling in. Love.
Love.
All right. You gotta hang up. Yeah, just hang up. We can get to it. Hold on. Well, he ain't hung up. I guess I'll hang up for him. But yeah, man. You gotta fire him up. Sometime you might make a pimp reminisce in retrospect about before he got locked up or before he had that probation situation. You know?
Hello.
Hello?
Hey B, how you doing?
What's going on with it?
Doing great, man. Having a great day.
Oh man, I love to hear
Um,
that.
I hope you are as well. I appreciate it. Appreciate the game early in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, my question was on the topic. Well, I really wanted you to speak. Maybe do a video on it. How to reward your woman
Uh-huh.
properly. But more on the topic, you could answer is could you glorify the things you do for your women? You know what I mean? You don't hear that much.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like, okay, I got my woman a car. She in a condo. She was in an apartment first or something small before I met her. You know, glorify that. You know, that'll make it at least more interesting on the women's side because you don't hear that much.
Okay, well, that's a video that's definitely already was on my mind, but it's the way that you have to do it, you know? Um, the reason why I don't put certain things out there because I got sense enough to understand that everybody don't like me. And I got sense enough to understand that if you can't touch me, you'll touch the closest thing to me. So that's why nobody on the net even know. Still to this day, all people hear is voices. Every now and then, a whole only ones that know how my hoes look, are the people that know me. Only thing that know basically the things that I've done, what I mean, with my brides and for my brides is niggas that's, close to me. But I don't be putting all that, on the internet. I've never like if you even the pictures that I have with brides, if you ever see a picture with me, in a picture with a bitch and you see her face, it's because we no longer together or she 9 out of 10 might be a square now. She might be, married or doing something else now. Just like when I ever do anything with Tanika is a minister now. She's, engaged to a pastor now. So of course I can put pictures with me and her. Her lifestyle is different. Um, it depends on the type of person that as far as with the exos. But as far as what I will say regarding spending money on hoes, I just believe this: everybody has a different outlook on that. But me and Gangsta Brown pretty much share the same views on that. You have some guys that try to buy bitches. I'm not into that. And then you got some guys that play it real old school the way it's supposed to be played. Pimping and hoeing. Meaning that the pimping come first. I know some guys that they can tell you that I bought my bitch this, I bought my bitch that, I bought her this, I bought her that. And then when the bitch blew up, he didn't have nothing. Now tell me who was the pimping. Tell me who did tell me who did some pimping. So what I will say is if a hoe fulfilled, certain prerequisites, she took care of the pimping, she paid the pimping, she did what she's supposed to do, then on what to do, when to do, how he do it, that's up to him. My opinion ain't got no dominion on what another P, get for his bride. But what I will say is this: that's how you knock more hoes. That's how you grow your family. You grow your family, by showing, what's going on. And see, when you pimping out there in them streets, just like certain bitches in Toronto, certain bitches in Mississauga, they know about me. Why they know about sin? Because I'm one of the few motherfuckers on the east side, doing what I'm doing. Wasn't nobody sitting over there creating blades and all that shit before I came here. No. They tell you they a motherfucking lie. Them niggas was on the internet. These niggas was selling drugs and on the internet. That was it. But as far as, when you make sure that your woman look right. Make sure your woman driving right. Make sure your woman living right. Make sure that she can send money to the family. To me, these things are not up in the sky things. These are like necessities, you know? And it's sad, but it's very true. A lot of times, pimps that take care of just the necessities end up knocking members from other families simply because necessities are not being fulfilled in other families of the game. But I ain't never did no bitch like that just because we got into an argument or, whatever. Oh, you can't get your hair done today. You can't get your nails done today. I'm not going to I'm not going to deprive a bitch or keep a bitch from getting her hair, nails, and all of that done. Oh no, you know what I mean? You ain't acting right, bitch. You know what I mean? No, you can't send money to your mama. You know what I mean? Your mama just gonna be in that hospital suffering. I've just never been that type of guy. You know, you don't never. Why you think when that whole little scandal came out? Why you think you didn't see no women, coming forward speaking down on me? Just think about that. People like Robin that's been here for years. What video have you seen a woman showing her face? I ain't talking about, because even the bride that got with Keisha and did that little interview, she even came back and apologized. Proof of that. Do I want her back? Can she come back? No. That was very, I can't, an interview with Keisha? No, that's like talking to the police. But, just keeping that thing all the way, 100, you don't see no women coming forth saying treated me wrong and I didn't have this and I didn't have that. No, even the women that I had that had children, you know what I mean? I always was a blessing to the children. That's why certain ex-hoes, I could always, if I want them back, I can have them back. I know what buttons to push. Because not only am I, go ahead.
Yeah, excuse me. Well, I think a lot of women, especially squares, they don't hear about those blessings too often, if ever. So they have
well, hold on. They don't hear. Let me ask you. Hold on.
Get with a man, like,
hold on. Let me ask you.
Give them all my money and I'm gonna just be broke.
Okay. Let me ask you. They don't hear about it where? Are you talking about it here? Because from the past to now, I've always spoken on bitches that, you understand? I even got a whole motherfucking video that's damn near 4 hours long talking about hoes are winning. So are you new?
Oh, no. I'm doing more often. You don't hear it too much. I mean, I heard you say it, but...
Okay, well, listen. I say this to you. Maybe I'll do that one day. Instead of bringing... Go ahead.
I would explain it as glorifying the life as a woman in the lifestyle.
Okay, and when you say what she has, you just talking about materialistic, or you speaking about other things as well?
Well, the game is obvious, as a, P, you'll definitely speak about that. But, most people, they'll go to school, they'll get the job just about the things they want. So they really want to hear the glitz and glamour of it.
Yeah, well, if you're talking about going to concerts and having fashion designers and, having cars and things like this, because I'm just going to be real with you. And this is true. You know what I mean? You might hear some pimps, because one nigga, he called himself, I guess, trying to go in on me. He was like, man, what type of situation, is that? You know what I mean? That nigga just be at the house, or he just meet up with, pimps every now and then, but he stay in the house. You know what I mean? That wasn't the situation, you know what I mean, at all. One of the bitches that niggas had tried to say, yeah, man, that bitch was there only like 2 months and he sat up there and bought her this car and all of that. And the bitch that, I just didn't want to put too much out there because that ain't their business, but the bitch that motherfuckers was talking about, you know what I mean, that I did this and that for and all of that shit, they didn't even understand, because they that's what happens when you listen to people who gossip. This one, you know what I mean, to bring this information, and by the time that, this it get to you, You know what I mean? There's so much missing from the story. But the bride that I had did that for is a bride, you know what I mean, that set up there, you understand me, and cashed me out, man. That was somebody who was a true blessing, to me. So, this is somebody that gave me $125,000 in one day, man. I had to sit up there, man, and wait a week, you know what I mean, to even sit up there, you understand me, and have it. Because, for those that don't know, when a bitch send you some that type of money like that, especially a square, when you charge a square for that amount of money, you can't just grab it out the account like that. They got to investigate it. And, after they finished investigating the money and all of that, she was sending me more within the time. So, she had done so many things that was special to me. I mean, for me, and was a blessing to my people, and there's so many other things I want to say, but I ain't going to go there. But, they was listening to Clyde and different ones, man. He was being a gigolo with the bitch, and, he was fucking on her and all of this weird ass shit. But this is coming from niggas. They ain't never had no bitch, give them over $400,000 of legal money. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never had no bitch sit up there and get him that type of money. Clyde ain't never had no bitch give him no $125,000, man. Now motherfucker gonna say, yeah, he bamboozled her, he manipulated, he did this and he did that. Hey man, all of this shit about Sin did this and Sin did that. Hey man, check my name, Philip Brandon Gilmore. All this shit they saying about me, I ain't never been married though. So all of this shit about me, the way he conned her, he did this, he did. Listen, man, what I did for this bride that I'm talking about was just really, it was just a fragment, just a small fragment of what she did for me. And it's because of what she did, it opened so many doors. Do you picture this? Watch this. Let's say if you are in a lifestyle that's contrary to the law, and a square likes you, and this bride end up giving you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Do you understand the power that she has just given you by giving you hundreds of $1,000s, hundreds of thousands of legal dollars? Do you understand that, what she just did for you? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's like hitting the lottery legally. I mean,
it's not. See, it's that.
Yeah, it made you straight.
You don't. It ain't no reason to put. I don't want to talk too much, but it's no reason to put that with that and that with that. No, she legitimized you. It's not just the amount of money that she gave. She legitimized you. So by her legitimizing you, let's say if a hoe gave you $60,000, okay, by you having hundreds of $1,000s in your bank account that was legal, if you put $60,000 that you got from a hoe, in your account, they might look at it and hear it, but they can't prove where this came from. Why? Because you didn't had hundreds of thousands of dollars of legal dollars in this account before. So how do they know that this came from a hoe? How do they know that a thief gave you this amount of money? How? So a bitch that has done something like that is worthy of being able to spend time with you, being able to be around you. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, people can say whatever they want, and try to minimize the pimping and all of that type of shit. But I know what I did. And, and guess what? Then, how is it that, now watch this. How is it that sinful keep repeating these type of situations? Case in point, I'm here in Canada. Why am I here in Canada? Why did I come here in Canada? Exactly. Those that know, So everything that I've said, this even go back to the Rosebud video. It was niggas talking about he ain't got no bride in Canada. He ain't got this and he ain't got that. And then once the evidence end up showing, it's like, What then? Like I said, when the lies, when that shit don't work, they gonna come up with more lies. Hold on. Everybody else, classic stories and all of that type of shit. You know, I be doing my best. I be endeavoring to be humble, but hey, man, I done did some shit in this game, man. I ain't never seen nobody else done. You know, I've never seen it. You know, and blessings to everybody, but man, I don't want to be nobody else. I admire other people, but I don't want to be nobody else but sinful to P. You know? And another thing, I can say something that most pimps cannot say. Sin can call his ex-women. Sin still gets calls from his ex-women. All that bullshit about, you know, niggas pimp so, all that type of shit, that sound like bullshit. That sound like a nigga that, you know what I mean, didn't preside over the money right, or a nigga that was possibly living a double life at the time. Because my ex-hoes, I can't keep them from calling me. You know, certain ex-hoes, they gonna call me from different numbers, you know what I mean, just to see if I'ma answer the phone. Like, you know, because I'm a good man. In spite of what these niggas are saying, I'm a good man, and I've been a good man. And I believe that if you got a hoe, yeah, you treat her accordingly. You know, so when you ask that question, that's not really just pertaining to my lifestyle. That's in any lifestyle. If you got a woman that's official and that's been beneficial to you, you be beneficial to her. And you be a blessing to her. You know what I mean? You be a blessing to that woman. So, yeah, man, all throughout, you know, of course, I've gotten better as I got more seasoned. But yeah, man, you treat them hoes right. You make sure a hoe got something to show for her hoeing, not just materialistic things either, but characteristics as a woman. Because the materialistics will come and go. But them characteristics, you know, that'll help her soar throughout life. You know, how to talk to people, how to conduct herself, you know what I mean, around people, how to be a people's person, how to move, you know what I mean, around individuals regarding, you know, business. You know, that's going to help her. And the things that a woman learns in this lifestyle, that's going to carry her through life. Are you moving boxes or something?
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm here. I'm just listening. I mean, I appreciate your question. That's all I had to ask. I'll be booking a consultation soon.
Oh, man, blessings to you, and I hope to speak to you. No.
Thank you.
All right. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hello? What
Yeah.
is that sinful?
Yeah, turn your background down, brother.
Sorry, I turned it down. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. What's going on?
What's going on, sinful? Blessed morning. I'm over in the UK, and the other day,
Hold on. Say that
but when I
again.
searched for you, you wasn't coming up. Pardon?
Say that again. Say that again, bro.
I was trying to show one of my fellow kings about how some of these ladies like entertainment, a joke, a clown, basically. Right? But I couldn't find some of the videos, and I was wondering like what's going on. But everything seems to be back up again now. My friend showed me because my friend introduced me to your page and everything.
So you said you was looking for a video or something. That's what you're saying. You're looking for a video.
Yeah, I was looking for a video. The video you made about clowns.
Oh, are you saying she don't want a pimp, she want a clown?
Yeah.
Okay, on the new tier that will be created this month, that's going to be on that tier.
Okay, so everything's gonna get re-uploaded.
Yeah, that's going to be on that's going to be on Patreon.
Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Perfect.
All right.
Everything good though? You blessed?
Man, it's been cool, man, and I appreciate you, man, calling from the UK. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, brother. That's
Come
what's
on,
up.
bro.
You
Come on
know?
now. Game is game, right? You sharing real game out here, right? Like, and real players recognize real, innit? Real players
Man.
recognize real, and I resonate.
All right, brother.
I ain't personally a pimp. I'm a player. I personally ain't no pimp. I'm a player. Yeah.
Okay. We'll play on, we'll play on, player. Blessings to you. Hello?
This the best and hadn't even started yet. Man, Weston calling out Texas.
Okay, man. Blessings to you, man. What's going on?
Yes, sir. Are you for real about, the game blessing an individual, say if he allows another individual to get to know someone?
You said what?
Are you for real about the game blessing someone that allows someone? I said at the beginning of when I called, I'm the best.
Okay, man. Moving on. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on with it, man?
Hello? What's going on, family?
Oh, man. Samoa and Samoa. What's happening with it?
Oh shit, man! I'm on your motherfucking podcast, man. Gang recognized gang, man. You been chopping it up, man. But when you talk about them suckers like Simple Clyde, they can't run. They can't like recognize yo get down. Yeah, I'm from Compton. I'm King Frog, the big homie, but they can't recognize yo get down or whatever. A bitch pays, where I read come. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes are just hating, and everybody will find a way to hate when they don't understand a motherfucker that got the gifts to get it from where they going to get it from. You know how the bitch chose. So that was some good shit that you was putting out there. There's a lot of lanes out here. It's a lot of lanes out here, my nigga. And then, if you got this line, just send that cash app because this some real service that you putting down. And they ain't with that church either. And that tapping shit. I'm the homie that told you about that dude, Miles James, when he was a snitch.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I remember you. Yeah.
Homie.
I remember that.
Yeah, I know you do. You know what I'm saying? I keep it real with you, I'm a real one, I was born and raised in Oakland, but, since I've been listening to you, it really clipped my wings back to the situation what I was in, but, raised a Black Panther, born from a hoe and a pimp, but, jumped in the game and found my own lane, But at the same time, shit, man, you resonate so much real shit that comes back to me, and I keep the suckers away. I recognize everything, like what you go through, I'm going through or been through, and shit, man, that's just some true spitting that you be doing out here in the situation, brother. And shit, man, that's great. And I'm just gonna pray for a consolation whenever I had to. I got this line, and we had to go into it, but it ain't much consolation. It's just kicking it and
chopping game. Yep.
And you keep being who you are out there and do whatever you want to do. The world's your turf. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you go, you know what I'm saying? And shit, man, never care about what them suckers talk about. I think the problem with Simple and that dude Simple Clyde is he just too dark. Like hoes, they starting to act like the bitches they bitches that they attract. That's all, motherfuckers petty. Too petty in the motherfucker. And this game piece that you putting out is real game piece. And fuck them old niggas too. Fuck Rosebud and all them. I can't.
Well, I ain't gonna say but man, seriously, bro, cause you's a real nigga, and I appreciate you, man. And yeah, as soon as you said that, my mind clicked. I know exactly who I'm talking to. You know what I mean? Yeah, you's a real nigga. You know what I mean? But man, I appreciate you calling in. I'm gonna try to get one more before I get off of here. But I appreciate you calling in, loved one. And then whenever you want to chop it up on the consultation, go ahead and set it up so we can fellowship.
Yeah, fellowship, bro.
All right.
Peace to you.
Love.
Right, man.
Okay, hello?
What's going on, Simple?
Oh man, Samoa and Samoa, what's going on with it?
Yeah, I just want to speak on the topic of the show that you gave today about
You know, the main thing, man, I just look at it like people just don't have no respect for professionals in a lot of fields these days, especially like, you know, I meet a lot of people talking about they want to be their own lawyer, they want to be their own personal trainer, you know, and then when they do that, they find themselves in a lot of destruction. You know, they find themselves getting a long sentence by the judge because you haven't been trained in this field that someone has taken out 8 years, like a lawyer, for example, they're taking out 8 years of their life to learn about law and all of the lingo that goes along with it. And yeah, you may be intelligent, but you haven't been trained. Same thing with like personal trainers. It's just like when I was a personal trainer when I was younger, I lived a whole life of being in athletics, you know, and then when you become a personal trainer, you got to learn a few things. You got to learn how to work somebody out without hurting them, you know, and how to give them the results that they need, you know, from your knowledge. So it's the same thing when I look at like women in their lifestyle of pimping and hoeing. If you're going out there, you just like somebody just going to the gym and just getting on any machine and not knowing how to really use that machine properly and haven't had any education on it, you may hurt yourself, you know? And the same thing, even the results you're trying to get, like I go to the gym now and I see this one girl, she got a nice little frame, but I know how to blow it up, but hey, ain't no cash coming my way. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, if you're not paying me, then I just ain't gonna give you the game. It's just like you're gonna live in that ignorance and just be a basic gym rat that don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing in every profession. You gotta respect people in their lifestyles and in their lanes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like that one guy called up talked about he's a part this and a part that. Man, if you're not all that, then you ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? When you really get around somebody that really know what they're doing, you can really hurt yourself by getting in certain lanes that you don't belong in. You know what I mean?
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Man, I
So,
appreciate you, man, for calling in. I'm gonna try to,
all right.
cause this person keep calling from Chicago. I was trying to get them in, but man, I appreciate you, brother, for calling. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Chicago, what's happening?
Yes, sir. I'm out here in Houston right now. Just wanted to say peace and blessings to you, man. Checking in and good message always. But for real, big bro, that music you be putting out when you and your homies be doing them battles.
Yeah.
Is it a way you could put out like a playlist, or your Patreon subscribers, you could put out like the actual, so like maybe we could download the songs or get our own? Cause I be wanting to play some of that shit in my ride when I be riding and shit, bro. But like I don't be remembering the songs.
Okay, look, this what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start creating playlists on the Sinful to P Live channel. Not this channel, but the Sinful to P Live channel. All you gonna have to do is just put Sinful to P Live channel, go there and click on playlists. I already got a few playlists that's already there, but I'm gonna putting playlists for squares and people in the game and people basically, you understand me, that want to campaign and
Joints, all that.
yeah, car wash music, cleaning the house music, you know what I mean, getting fresh, you know what I mean, getting the fresh line and music, all that type of shit, you know.
Yes, sir. I was definitely supported, man. Man, just blessings to you and keep doing what you're doing, man. You definitely a blessing out here to us.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man, for calling in, bro. Blessings to you. Love.
Love, bro.
All right. All right, that is my last call. I appreciate, you know what I mean, y'all for dealing with me with my crazy ass for over 3 hours. You know what I mean? I didn't even get to see all the comments. I see Andre still might be in his feelings from that beatdown that he got earlier this morning. You know what I mean? Thanks to Andre, I'm $100 richer. You know what I mean? Blessings to him. I see that don't nobody want that smoke with me. You know, you know. But I love you guys, and hopefully, man, I'll be live later on. I might go cause I'm gonna have a little time today. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta sit up there and do too much. I only got one consultation, and I ain't even gotta sit up there and be around them today. They gonna, let them go ahead and shop. Hopefully, man, I'll be able to be here at the house and, put in another good live video, and I might even get to play my video game with y'all. That mean beat up on y'all in this music. So hopefully, man, I get a chance to put out some content today, man. But make sure you go to my Patreon. Sin, do you stay up all night, man? Within a 48-hour period, Sin gonna get like 5 or 6 hours of sleep. It's been like this with me for years. My body is just trained like that. The only way that I sleep over 8 hours is I worked out real hard. I'm talking about I had to work out. Only workouts put me to sleep for an 8-hour period. If I have not worked out hard as hell, I'm not gonna sleep no damn 8 hours. I'm gonna sleep about 5 or 6 hours, and that 5 or 6 hours gonna give me enough sleep where I could just be up at least for 2 to 3 days if that's what I decide to do. And it's been like that with me for years. Plus, the hours that I be going live, them pimping hoe hours, we always up. Plus, by me not being in the States and Canada, it's just easy for me to do what I do simply because I'm not around nobody. And I'm not like a lot of niggas. I don't be going outside looking for friends and all that old weird shit. You know what I mean? I'll take whatever the game's away. You know what I mean? But I don't be going out there filling out friend applications. Will you be my friend? I'm not. That's how pimps get robbed and killed and shit. I'm not. Will you be my friend? Can we know each other? I'm not into that. So, I'm cool with being just me and my bitches. But I love you guys. Hopefully, man, if the Lord say the same, man, I'll be able to go live, yet again. Make sure that you hit the like button. Let's hurry up and get this video over 1,000 likes. I love y'all. Get in the comment section and let me know what you liked about what was said within the video. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later, man. One.